releasing every single year. Ubisoft has Just Dance for that anyways.
That's insane.
Year since its inception.
Why? What does this add?
Just Dance has released because, well, this one doesn't have Mambo number 5. Awesome.
Wait,
But this
so
one
that's
doesn't
what you have to do to
Boogie
get certain
Wonderland.
songs?
Great. But this one doesn't have Mambo number 5. Just Dance is the type of annual release you can understand.
I had
damn
no
well
idea
how
that
and
that was an
why they
annual
put it out
release.
every single year. Now, if they took a year off, I'd be genuinely concerned. Of course, you need to put out a new Just Dance every fall because you need new songs. I don't want to be stuck with.
Can you just... First audio recording ever? How do you dance to that? From
Bring on
1860.
this
That
year's
makes me want to
track list,
boogie.
Plus some extra gameplay additions and/or enhancements. But let's be honest here. For the most part, what set these games apart from each other was the year they were released in, which is definitely why they started getting named after them. Or there's a few thousand entries I missed. But whenever you
yeah,
see a
this
game
is
like
1,
this,
2,
it's
3, 4,
practically a glorified
2007.
expansion pack. I think we've all had the thought cross our minds. Hey, why not just release a content update for the previous title?
That doesn't make enough
Ubisoft
money.
Listen to us.
Oh, they did?
F them. Starting with 2023 edition, Just Dance no longer received a traditional physical release. Instead, you get a download code to redeem a pack of songs in the
That's so
Just Dance
annoying.
app. So, this is no longer an annual
It's
release.
like an editing
It's
software
just
in your computer.
New songs are added to a Just Dance hub with a bundle of them being sold at retail every year. You know, I'm not sure if this was the best move considering most of the Just Dance audience looks like this. Okay, so 3 years prior in the UK, the Wii version of Just Dance was the second best-selling version.
Why?
The Wii version. And 3 years later, you're gonna ask that same audience to do all this?
Wait, it's making that much money for what?
That's for sure a sound concept for the future of Just Dance.
Flying
When you don't do
pufferfish?
a physical release, you cut 2 platforms from your support, you remove major features from previous games since this is sort of starting from scratch, you require an internet connection, and you charge a full $60 when previous games launched at $50.
Wait, they increased the price and...
Okay, I gotta give you some credit for taking a logical step.
That's just what I do.
Is this supposed to be something
Sure.
future?
The glorified song packs anyways. Of course, the logical step for some is boiling water on the crotch for Just Dance. But you
That
gotta
would not be
admit,
good.
It feels like the natural evolution for these things. I may not be a fan of service games, but they do make sense for some titles. Specifically,
Sports games that have a
Now, when you
monopoly
talk to those who
on
actually play
the
these
licensing.
things and ask what's the
I used to play FIFA, Madden, NHL.
They'll genuinely say, graphically, FIFA 23 is better across the board. For animation, there's new gameplay elements like power shots. These are both FIFA 21. Without little changes outside of the updated players and rosters, when they ask, why not just add one game to evolve and make additions to updates, pay DLC,
I'm very familiar with this.
Hola.
I haven't played them in years.
spend 70 every year. At least they ask. This is
Well,
how
no, it's not 70,
I-
because then they make it so you have to
released in
pay...
any other fashion. But just for a second, picture a game
What was the
simply
last one I
titled
played?
Madden NFL that releases
It's
like
either 18
any
or
other
19.
Madden out. But for the next 3 years, it's updated constantly. Then when the time is right,
They
you
have...
release Madden
Why are you not
NFL,
scrambling with Lamar off the gate?
completely reworked gameplay, enhanced visuals. I mean, it would be a brand new experience.
Uh-huh.
See? Instead, a new Madden game every year for
At least
3+
FIFA has
years.
PES.
Pretty impressive they've been able to do that.
FC.
Another sports game will take a year or
fanfare.
two off
Got
to
work
catch
to
their
do.
breath. And when some of these games are at the quality they are. I mean, Madden 2004 won Game of the Year at the Spike Video Game
Okay,
Awards.
Madden 2004.
2005 won Best Song in a Game for American Idiot by Green Day. This
Really?
is like the best game franchise of all time. But that was just the cherry on top. The
If you watch him
Madden
in
Elite
G,
on top
that's a great dude.
Now,
Vince
it
Young
seems
on the
like
cover.
franchise is in
Well,
a perpetual state of
I kinda like
sickness
football.
on Metacritic. And they're more concerned with putting it out every year rather than genuinely improving the
Yeah, they
quality.
always try to
The game's so
say that
bad
they
now,
improve,
why
they
do
don't.
Keep pumping them out. I don't know.
I still watch MMG and Bingle,
Now, their
so...
EA has annualized a handful of their franchises. Need for Speed was every year for a bit
That's
there. So
the first
Medal of
games I
Honor,
grew up
Skate,
playing.
iSims, hell, Hasbro
Never played
Family
Sims.
Game Night.
Never
It's
played
fall
those.
again, bitch. But series like Battlefield are roughly biennial releases, occurring every other year most of the time.
Kind of, yeah.
Doesn't help things. That's
Yeah,
the
no.
schedule
Never played
many
Uncharted.
franchises were on. Seemed like you could always expect a
Never
new
played
entry
Final
2
Fantasy.
years later, especially during the Xbox 360 days. Well, if there's annual and biannual,
That is so
what the
slow.
hell would
Holy.
Guitar Hero and Rock Band be? a spree. But I want to talk a franchise that many didn't even realize was annual.
I've never played a Zelda game
Get
before.
New games every
I plan on
millennia.
streaming
One
it.
that is considered to be one of the most revered
Which, Saturdays,
series
I
in
should be
the
starting
whole
Undertale.
Dump
media.
truck stash is probably behind a secret trap door.
Crazy Chicken?
Might need to do
August
something
already?
special to
It's
get
The
it
Legend
open.
of Zelda. The
I don't know where to
yearly
start with
franchise.
Zelda.
Starting in 2013, there was a Zelda game released each and every year
Money,
until
money,
2022.
money,
Now,
money.
we are stretching things here with spin-offs, remakes, re-releases.
There's a lot of
the
Zelda
works.
games.
Hell, does
If you
2012
find
count
something
since
to
we got
complete that
Zelda 1 and 2
electrical
on the
connection
3DS
on the ground,
eShop?
that might do the
2018
trick.
barely counts since all we got there was Hyrule Warriors Definitive
not even called
Edition.
Zelda.
But hey, for nearly 10 years, Nintendo had some kind of Zelda release annually. And goddamn, not even Mario Party did that.
Never.
That's the
Didn't even know what
Nintendo
Mario Party
franchise
was till I
I
watched
usually think
Alfred's
of when
video.
annual releases are
VH,
brought
don't
up,
forget
but
to look
look
all
at
over
this.
the place
So the
for what
first
you
three
need.
entries
Up,
were one
down,
right
all
after
around,
another.
but in this
But
case,
they launched a year later outside of Japan, meaning between Mario Party 3 and 4, there was a gap in Japan, but not over here. So does
What?
this count?
No.
How about the Carnival games? Do those count too? Regardless,
I didn't
Mario
know
Party
that.
comes out in bursts. We get 4 straight years of nothing but 1 year off, back again, 5 years gone, Mario Party 9.
5
Explain
years
this gap
gone?
in your
Why?
resume. Actually, just flat out explain the
What
resume.
happened?
Starting with Mario Party 9, though, we got annual releases of Mario Party news at the very least until 2018. Yeah, if we want to
Okay.
count getting Mario Party 10 announced in 2014, you might
Announced.
as well count that moment in
Look,
2006
I'll
when I
just
said the
spell
word
it out
Mario
for
Party.
ya.
Damn,
If
this
you
series
shoot
just
that
won't
water
stop.
pipe
But
up
every series
there,
needs to at
it'll make a
some
puddle.
point, even if it's
Then
just
hit
for
the
a
switch
second.
on that
But forcing yourself to
generator.
release
That should
something at
open
the
the
same
door.
Every
time
year.
over and over again gives you no time to.
And there's any
improve or
correlation between
evolve
which
your
ones
craft.
are
You're just
publicly
gonna
traded
end up pumping
companies.
out the same stuff over and over and over again, and you can end up resenting your work. You no longer look at it as a creative project.
just look at it as
rather,
money.
as something you have to get
A piggy
done
bank.
so you can get to work on the next thing. Yes, consistency can be great, and it can be so exciting looking forward to that new release at the same time you're always used to. But I think the health and quality of a brand
And they always
is
do it
more
around
important
Christmas
than
time.
rushing
Or kinda.
something out just to say that you did. Annual releases aren't inherently bad, not at all, but they can become that if you don't just pump the brakes sometimes. Realize
But that
all
costs
these
money to
are
do that.
products, they're also art, and if you start looking at them as just products, consumers are going to start looking at them like that as well, and
People still play
eventually
Madden?
really stop caring about these
Well,
series.
Madden
It's all
has
about
the NFL
balance.
rights,
These
exclusive
are
rights.
businesses at the end of the day, but they're businesses in the first place because the quality and integrity of these games is art. And if you're not willing to see that, stop!
You heard the videotape. Everybody, let's put together something special. Something we're all proud of. Something we're making because
Nah.
we want to. Where's my creative leads? You fired them.
Oh, yeah.
What a dream. Hey y'all, Scott here.
I can't interrupt him. Oh, this is Assassin's Creed, and that is the end of the Scott the Laws video, his newest upload. I don't know. I guess he was like, oh, you're reacting to my stuff? Let's drop a new video. That's what Epic Rap Battles did. They were like, oh, you're caught up on Epic Rap Battles? Let's give you a new one. Russian Badger's like, oh, you need a new Badger video? Done. It's absolutely insane. You all showed so much love for the first Scott the Laws video. A lot of people were telling me I should do his Mario Party videos, I believe, based on the comments. I will probably do that at some point, so stay tuned for that. I hope you are subscribed as we approach 100,000 subscribers. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of talk about video games in the comment section. Let me know if some other ones that he did not mention that do annual releases, and maybe ones that do annual releases that are really good, like ones that are okay with doing it every single year. But I look forward to reading your comments. I look forward to more Scott the Laws. I hope to see you there. But until next video, take care.
That's called a
And keep the
red
music.
chest in bandit speak. Probably 'cause it's blood or something. Bandits are happier about blood than a tick on a skag's ass. Anyway, you're always more likely to find good stuff in them red chests. They're usually hidden pretty good though, so you'll have to really search them out. But it's worth it. Thanks for taking care of that dump truck situation, sweet thing.
Yeah, why do they have to ruin it? It makes no sense. There is no right way. That's the problem. Generic control in the dark goes me. Here back with another Scott the Laws video. Today we're doing game titles, which was the most liked comment on the last Scott the Woz video, which was his newest video, which was the annual release, the second video I've ever seen. Apparently that was a big mistake because there was like reoccurring characters and storylines that I'm not supposed to skip. Nobody told me that when I did my first Scott the Woz reaction, so that's my bad. I do read all your comments, so leave them down below. You can check my reaction to the annual release. I'll leave it right up there. Also, link down below in the description. And if I continue to do these Scott the Woz videos, which you all seem to really like them, so I might continue them, there will be a playlist on my channel going in chronological order of when I've reacted to them. A lot of these games I've heard of, some of them I've never played, so it's going to be interesting. Basically, there's going to be a lot of games I'm like, yep, never played, nope, never heard of, and stuff like that. And a lot of people are probably going to have a really, really sad time, especially if you're new to the channel. I've never eaten an orange in my entire life. I became a homeowner, which is kind of crazy, but thank you so much for being here. Shout out to the patrons because they get the videos day early at 11 to have a paywall on the channel. I'm completely against paywalls because if you make you smile, not make you buy, pay. I read every single comment, whether you're a patron or not, whether you're subscribed or not, but I hope you are subscribed as we are approaching 100,000 subscribers. But let's go ahead and jump into game titles. So let me know what the next one.
Scott here. Ever seen one of these?
Let me know. That's an E.
Nostalgia. You may be interested to know.
Let me know what the next video should be.
The other E4 letters of the alphabet came to be.
What's the stain on his
I don't mean to brag, but
corner of his lip?
let's just say I couldn't actually be inventor of the alphabet. That's right. My great uncle Ed. Where he came from, he invented letters.
Great uncle Ed's invention of the alphabet. E.
Mr. Ball. It's Mr. Ball. Why?
Okay.
What? When? How?
Eggs of
Yes, Gabe,
Steel.
We all have to refer to a video
Redacted.
game by its title at some point.
Hamster
You can only
Heroes.
get so far without it.
Give them rats.
So far, it's
Rats.
pretty damn far. That just shows how important a good title is. Because
Yo,
without it,
Solemn
I would have no
Tennis.
damn idea what this game was
Right to the
about.
Holy
Titles are
Broadcast Center.
oftentimes
Oh,
can
Jump Ballin's Wonderland.
but ultimately
What I
make no
hear,
sense when you
Tyrene
analyze
Calypso's
them.
the star of
Elden
the
Ring?
show.
Nah.
Her brother
Old
Troy
Circle.
runs the cult's
We're
propaganda.
so used to how games
P.S.
are
they
titled
both
now.
suck.
I have never played it, by the way.
Called Concrete Genie.
Never heard of it.
Naturally. So let's start by analyzing these things. Now the most popular
Never heard
game
it.
of all time's name makes no damn sense. Super Mario Brothers. What just came out of my mouth?
What's so super about them?
Game starring brothers Mario and Luigi.
Never played 'em.
Mario is obviously the
I'll
main
only play
star.
Mario
He
Kart.
usually comes into play when playing multiplayer, and they're super because one, the game before this one was titled Mario Brothers, and two,
How do you one-up that?
Super Mushroom Power-Up transforms them into Super Mario and Super Luigi. So the title doesn't necessarily make any sense. It's just a checklist. So
Basically.
no wonder they dropped the Brothers moniker a bit in. Retroactively, Nintendo did confirm that Mario and Luigi's last name is Mario.
So Mario,
Their
Mario,
parents.
Mario,
But I don't
Luigi.
think they thought that far ahead when titling this game back in the 80s. Honest to
I
God,
mean, there's a
it
news
feels like
reporter in my
translation
city
flop.
called
After
Neil
Super Mario
McNeil.
Brothers 3, Nintendo started naming Mario titles Super Mario Blank, Super Mario
There's also
Land,
John
World,
Johnson
even
III in the
spin-offs like
NFL.
Super Mario Kart. It's definitely an evolutionary step for a franchise. When enough people understand your series, you no longer have to worry about your title being anything elegant. It just
That's
has
true.
to get the job done. Oh, what's this?
You just have to tell them.
Mario Golf. When you have so
Never
many
played
titles
it.
in a series,
F-Zero, never
it's
played it.
harder and harder to name each one something unique, making some titles interchangeable. Eventually, we got Super Mario 3D Land.
Zelda does a pretty good
Super
job
Mario
with titles,
3D
I
World.
think.
I mean, these do nothing
Never
to
played
describe
Zelda.
the actual game.
Never played
It's
those games.
Super Mario in a 3D land. Okay, well, what makes that so different from Super Mario in a 3D world? At that point, why wasn't the first 3D Mario game not titled something like this? And instead it was titled, and you fucking wonder why people don't take video games seriously.
Mhm.
Super Mario 64.
Because for the
Title
Nintendo
of
64.
the console game is on in the title. It really helps answering that question.
What Wii Sports? Oh, Wii Sport
Give me a
Resorts.
second.
Ew,
This
give me
could be
Wii
something
Sports.
fairly
Forget the
mundane,
resort.
Like how many Super Nintendo games start with Super in the title? I mean,
Why?
Super Punch-Out, Super Soccer, Super Metroid, all fine and good, but I mean, for a game as serious as Super Metroid with the title screen being
Never
decorated
played.
with corpses, Super feels a bit like it takes away from how serious the game can be. It almost seems to dumb it down to
Samus.
Super Metroid, but big. It's like
What?
big? It just feels Super
Like, all
Castlevania
these-
4, though,
never
like,
played it.
You already sold. If they just called it Castlevania 4, fine.
A lot of these
Call
are
it
before my
Super
time,
Castlevania,
obviously.
Fine. Super Castlevania would have made all the sense in the world, considering 4 is a bit of a retelling of the setup to the original Castlevania. But no,
Maybe
there is
flip a
there's
candle.
some standard Castlevania 4 out there I don't know about. It is available. The Castlevania series does have a fairly consistent titling method.
Okay.
With the subtitle of Blank of Blank. Rondo of Blood, Symphony of the Night, Circle of the Moon. Hell, some of these action sneak-ins and cute acronyms. Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow was the first Castlevania on the dual S.
Oh, you know what it means for dual screens? Really?
Mirror of Fate outside of being a prime example of two whole subtitles.
I've never seen the Calypsos myself, but they must be the most
Nintendo
terrifying,
3DS,
bloodthirsty
so Mirror of
psychopaths
Fate kind of
Pandora's
lives to
ever
the
seen.
illusion-filled screen on the
My
portable.
clan only accepted me as a leader after I killed a guy with just my abs, so imagine
I never
what it
had a
takes to unite
3DS. I didn't like
clans
the
together.
3DS, the 3D things.
A 20 pack.
Good names for vampire-based
18 bare
action
mins.
games featuring distant
I know
relatives
my
and
clan
characters from
betrayed me,
previous
but if the
Castlevania
Calypsos
games.
mess with my son's
Oh, you do.
fashion, we have got a blood feud on.
So it shocks me to see the series stoop to the low of this. Witness tampering. Castlevania. Just
Okay, Castlevania.
Castlevania. Is there anything special about this one?
Nope,
Like,
it's just
fresh start for the franchise. A reboot?
Castlevania.
A remake? No, it's just the first 3D Castlevania. Good for it. I got out of bed this morning, so I accomplished something too. Let's forget my dad was ever a thing. This is a scenario where the
I played this one.
subtitle
Didn't
for
play that
Nintendo
one.
64 games would have been completely
Did not play that one,
and in
but
this case,
wow.
most fans just end up calling the game Castlevania 64 because what else are you gonna call it? Well, yeah, but what system is it for? Nintendo 64 games? I feel
What?
like at least a
Armageddon,
handful of
Pilot
them
Wings,
have
Starcraft.
subtitle. Like Super Nintendo, Super in the name,
Super Return of the Jedi?
a standalone title, and a
Super
Super
Battle.
Nintendo. What the hell does this number have to do with Donkey Kong? The use of 64 in these titles could sometimes be confusing.
Why?
Does it imply this is the series' big leap into 3D? Super Mario 64 sort of set the precedent, so with a game like Mega Man 64,
Is it-
I'm sure many
Nearing the
fans thought,
historical marker of
this is
Typhon de
Mega Man's
Leon,
next big
the
step.
first
My
Voltron.
It's
next
not.
big step is
Sadly,
going to
he
Denny's for the
disappeared
second
decades
night
ago
in a
while
row.
seeking the
It's
Iridian
a
host
Denny's
world.
open at night?
I am eager to acquire
Mega
any
Man Legends,
information
or if your
Typhon de
fetish is
Leon left
that
behind.
crippling, Mega Man Legends 64. Duke
We're like a
Nukem
Lego
64 was just
people.
the Nintendo 64 version of Duke Nukem 3D, but Doom 64 is an entirely unique entry
Doom.
in the Doom series, so much so that it received a modern remaster, yet many people
Really?
assumed it was just a port of the original Doom. Then you have Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards.
Didn't play that one.
What's the point of the number here? You already have a subtitle. Putting 64 in the titles of these games, almost
I don't know,
feels like
were they
it's
required?
marketing to fans who only had the Nintendo 64. Like, hey, finally, a Mega Man for you!
Or maybe it's just branding for...
64 became an iconic
played
number
that
within
one.
the gaming community. It's so specific that when you put it in a
What
title,
up, my
people
big
know what it
little
means. And it definitely rolls off the
Got
tongue
Queen
with a lot of these
Tyrene
names.
coming at you live from the HVC.
Monopoly for
We're
Nintendo
streaming,
Switch.
you're
Monopoly
streaming,
Go is
and we're
consuming
all
my life.
preparing to
To
get
be
into
more
the great
specific,
vault.
this
Got
is a
some
trend
new
I will never fully understand. How some game titles do the for Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch Edition subtitle. I see
Why?
this mostly on that
City Skylines.
console, but other systems aren't
Hey,
immune.
guess
9
what?
times out of 10,
They brought
a game
Don't
with
starve.
for Nintendo
Secret
Switch in the title
vault
isn't like
If that doesn't earn them a
super
special
optimized
place
for
in the
Nintendo
family,
Switch.
I
It has
don't know what.
basic
Yeah.
unique features.
So-
It's the
I
same
wanna
as
get
any other
real for a
multi-plat
second.
version, and
You've
9.5
always
It has to be something with
Even though it was
Nintendo.
digital-only
born
release, which means you can
abandoned,
only find it by going on that
my
system's
first words
specific
weren't blood
storefront.
feud or
No,
ribcage spelunker.
Oh,
But
this
now
is the
we're
Nintendo
all
Xenoverse
Switch.
2?
Really?
Family is forever.
Nintendo gets this treatment
We'll
the
start the
most.
Hey,
ceremony
Yakuza?
after a few
Yakuza
quick
1 and 2
shout-outs.
HD on
Stay
PS3,
bloodthirsty.
Yakuza 1 and 2 HD for Wii U on Wii U. To be fair, they've done this themselves.
Was it? There was a Call of Duty games on the
Smash
Wii.
Brothers for Wii U and Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo 3DS, but also with Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS, Brain Training for Nintendo Switch, etc. Anyway, I don't blame them, man. You can Smash for Wii U and 3DS, that's the same characters, probably the same.
The only Smash game I played was Melee.
Features on Wii U,
Forever ago.
Fun left, different stages, codes across both games. Different titles, but the same. So what else? Using the concept of a video game title to show how cool
Wii. I wonder why that is.
nonsense today. The identity of this video game is that
Mario Kart
it's not a
DS.
video game company. Sometimes the Switch companies do this to mask what the game truly is.
I played
Rayman
Monopoly
3DS,
with friends.
Rayman 3D, Rayman 2,
Never played Rayman.
Revolution. God damn, we get it. They're synonyms. People are gonna buy these games because they think they'll be completely new Rayman games. They're on the back of Rayman DS and 3D. They have no mention of these being re-releases. Now I keep buying copies of Rayman 3D thinking it's not Rayman 2. It's clear this is another case of titling trickery. I can honestly say this is borderline false advertising. Like Power Punch 2. There ain't no Power Punch 1.
Wait, really?
Sequel is the Jump Street 2.
True.
This game was originally developed as a sequel to Punch Out. Nintendo dropped out during production.
So why did they keep the 2?
Sequel? I mean, it just goes to show how powerful a number. In a
Maybe
title can
maybe
be
they're
with
trying to
this.
take the place of a sequel that doesn't
Now,
exist.
Kingdom Hearts games there is between Kingdom Hearts 2
Never
and 3.
played Kingdom Hearts.
Literally, there was a mainline
I thought
Hearts
Kingdom
game
Hearts and
released
Final
on
Fantasy were the same
Nintendo
thing.
3DS in 2012. 1 year
Oh, there's a Zelda game.
When a series flip-flops between using Roman numerals and standard numbers for sequels. Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3. I hope
Okay.
the fourth one uses tally marks. And as a part of the Black Ops.
Oh no.
It's that inconsistency that doesn't necessarily bother
That's
me,
not Black
it
Ops.
just perplexes me. Like, why? Why are you like this? Especially when some games have
That's
subtitles
Resident
and some
Evil
don't.
2?
Like Resident Evil had this perfect
I recently beat Resident Evil 4.
And 3 just hacked reboot nemesis.
I've done the remake for all of
Here
them.
to stick out a little bit. And 3 thankfully wasn't the only one to do so. Resident Evil 7 Fire.
Did he skip Resident Evil 6?
It's all part of the logo, highlighting the blue eye.
See, that's fine.
Make a set. Then the subtitle Biohazard is the title of the Resident Evil
In
franchise
Japan.
in Japan. So over there, the game is actually called Biohazard 7.
Hey, did you tell me this? Or was it Hyde that told me this?
Biohazard. Just everything about these titles and logos are so
I don't like scary games.
It is weird though that the subtitle being Biohazard is great and all.
Is this still Resident Evil? I don't know.
In a sense, with this specific game, with this specific story, I'm not sure how well the term Biohazard represents it as more of a key nod to the series title in Japan, rather than effectively something.
Here we
And also,
go.
with the logo using the Roman numeral,
It's still called Resident Evil 7.
it's standard number 7. But then with the next Resident
Village.
Evil game, it follows the same format. The Roman numeral 8 in the logo is not a part of the official name.
Kinda cool.
It's not Resident Evil 8 Village, it's just Resident Evil Village. Why is the logo like this then?
Is it actually supposed to be
Put the
Resident Evil 8?
2 right here, but never refer to it when
Oh,
talking
that's
about
not the
game.
pause?
It's a pause button. But these
Yeah, that's what I was
cases,
thinking.
I can live, well, not for an extended time. They don't
What?
irritate me, they just perplex me. Sequel titles
Gears of War.
do irritate me.
Recently played through all those.
Also enable. Removing the Resident Evil franchise's name
Grand Theft
from
Auto.
entries
GTA 2, never played it.
cheap and tacky and lame. Like the game producers are trying to get
favorite.
hip
Oh,
with
my
the lingo.
favorite.
Oh,
Gears of War is really good too.
Gears,
We
well,
played that.
you do.
Streamed that.
Gears of
I'm streaming
War
Undertale right now on
is as
Saturdays.
separate to say as Gears of War 2 does, and we were doing just fine back then. This makes Gears 5 feel more like a spin-off than the fifth main entry in the series. It oversimplifies the franchise down to one word, like this is the word for us.
Gear.
Would have stuck out more, simplifying it down to
All right,
At
time
least
to
with
welcome
Zelda
Sun
2, the
Smashers
adventure
into
gold.
our
I mean, that's
family.
more acceptable
We'll post
to
them
the
later.
I plan on streaming
Or
Zelda
Let's
games.
Plays.
word
Signing
that
off for
we're
now.
unanimously
Don't
used
forget
to
to
refer
like,
to the
follow,
Legend of Zelda
and
franchise
obey.
as a whole.
Another
This word just
perfect
doesn't
live
feel
stream
right.
from
This
our
works better as an abbreviation for fans to use. Quick slang for your game title, not its legal name.
This is a government name.
You know, Gears 5 is the fifth main entry, Zelda 2 is the second main entry. The third,
No, it's not. No. Battlefield. Goat Simulator?
Sometimes the series changes for the better. Just Dance went from numbering the entries to
The
just
year.
flat out labeling them by the year. Which yearly music.
The annual release video talked about this.
With each entry, and that's a good change to me. Dance Dance
When's the video come out?
felt the need to give each title
Oh, a
something
year ago.
unique,
Okay.
but it just overcomplicates everything. Like most of these subtitles are synonyms.
And it
For
still
some
sells really well.
series,
Oh, Madden. I never understood why they did
it makes
Madden.
sense.
Madden
Like
25.
Madden. Nothing but consistency.
Madden
They
25.
went from naming it John Madden Football to Madden NFL, going from abbreviations of years to full years, back to abbreviations again, and skipping John Madden Football 91. Okay, so nothing but not consistency. However, ever since Madden
Madden
NFL 06, things have been smooth sailing.
Ma-
Can't wait to look at the title for Madden 14.
Yep. I used to play Madden games.
The change in legal documents.
That's the one in test.
Madden. Sure. Hell, technically, this is the 25th entry in the series, but no.
Yeah, why do they have to ruin it? It makes no sense. Fallout 76, the only Fallout game I played. So what are they gonna do next year? Or, yeah, next year they're gonna announce it.
Which was followed by Battlefield Vietnam, and then Battlefield 2, then Battlefield 2142, then Battlefield
42.
4, then 1, then 5, now it's Battlefield
And then 2042.
Battlefield 1942 may seem like a sequel to Battlefield 1942, but it's
Not.
a spin-off. So
It's just a
does that make
spin-off?
Battlefield
What?
1 a spin-off as well, since Battlefield 5 and before Battlefield 6? No, it's mainline, unlike Battlefield Online opposed to the other Battlefield games that play online.
What about Battlefield Hardline?
Now where's the disappointed? Battlefield
64.
Online was a green exclusive entry in the series that mainly took assets from previous games to make an online multiplayer-only PC game tailor-made for that market, which is an Barcon practicing the real thing. Call of Duty did with Call of Duty Online for the Chinese market.
Oh, really?
Funny one. Pretty much all the other
Dude,
games
I remember when you played Call of Duty
online
for the
play,
campaign.
acting like this is the online one. When Call of Duty
Oh, the
World
model
War II was
1887.
announced, I was pretty annoyed. Like, acting as if this was the first thing.
I have not played Call of Duty in so long. I grew up playing Call of Duty. Yeah. I had my first banana. That was a video on Ducko's food. Returns? And now they have Modern Warfare 3. No, then they did it again.
With Call of Duty Modern Warfare Reflex Edition and Remastered. 2019 game Call of Duty Modern Warfare. To be fair, no other game was named. And then the
Yeah.
sequel to it
This is Modern Warfare 2. It makes no sense. Need for Speed.
I don't care if they have a game called Modern Warfare 2 because 95% of the people buying aren't going to be having colorful discussions on the state of the video game industry and will never even reference the Call of Duty that was released over 2 years ago.
That's
Most
fair.
of us consumers treat each new Call of Duty, Need for Speed, and Madden like a bag of chips. Open, consume, dispose of. So winning the title and making this entry a confusing name in comparison to previous games, it doesn't matter. You can name the next Call of Duty Ice Snow. It would be just as well as last
It would. It would matter.
the Call of Duty from this year.
Smell better though.
But it also just rubs me the wrong way.
Sonic Unleashed. Never played a Sonic game.
Even Fox are released, and they are
What?
completely and utterly.
Meanwhile, we had
You can no longer
Rayman.
just call the game Rayman Raving Rabbids. You have to specify Rayman Raving Rabbids, the Wii, Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, and PC version, or the Nintendo DS version, or the Game
Why?
Boy Advance version, because these
Why'd they make a Game Boy Advance version?
but nothing like these separate genres entirely. And console games, they make them market them as the same thing.
It's
The same game. You see all the commercials for it.
Yeah, no,
I
because
mean,
they're
come on,
showing
do
the
you
other.
remember ever seeing the Game Boy Color version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater
No.
advertising? No. Because of the PlayStation version, but this Game Boy Color is on the left.
Wow, that looks so close.
How many games are called Jeopardy? Wheel of Fortune? How many of them are truly the same?
I guess Monopoly.
But that's now. It's called this Jeopardy. And this.
Oh, thanks. On the Switch market. Oh, so you start with volume 1.
PlayStation Network Volume 1. Damn, it's almost like a Volume 2 exists.
It does.
Madden 14. A lot of confidence to put Volume 1 in a game's title. Almost enough to
Dude, next year we're gonna get Madden
probably
25, like next like
Isn't it
August,
a
September.
bargaining chip to get a sequel
Dog.
produced?
Oh,
It doesn't work. I will say something. I love seeing a prequel with the subtitle Zero. I just think it sounds
yeah,
good.
Doctor
feels
Zero.
good.
God,
It's a
Max's
perfect
video on
subtitle.
that.
It's a great buzzword on its own, and adding it to a franchise name, it's immediately obvious what it is. Earthbound released here in North America on the
Earthbound?
It's actually
That's a
titled Mother
store.
2 in Japan, with the first game on NES almost releasing over here in English, but getting
Almost.
last minute. It was called Mother in Japan, was meant to be called Earthbound here, but since that first game got scrapped when they brought Mother 2 over, they just called that Earthbound. However, that
Okay.
original localization was eventually found and dumped online by fans.
Oh god.
People
So now it's all
we already
confused.
had a game called Earthbound released. It just made sense for fans to call this
Earthbound Zero because they couldn't make it Earthbound 2,
I
obviously.
couldn't think of anything better to call it. You can find fan-made reproduction cartridges of the game with this title, and
That's pretty cool.
it just feels right. But then, Nintendo decided to finally officially release the game
Why?
on the Wii U's eShop in 2015.
What do they call it?
This is
Beginnings.
one of my least
Why?
favorite titles ever.
Beginning?
Sounds so dumb. I'm sure
Yeah,
they
it's
would've
bad.
loved to actually
I
call
agree
it
with 'em.
Earthbound Zero, but had to settle for beginnings because we don't want people to know fans exist. Shit, don't use the
Yeah,
word
we don't want to
beginning.
take our idea.
Why not Origins, Inception? Hell, Genesis is a synonym for beginning, and that would have been.
That would have been
Origins of
that would have been
time.
much
It
better.
may have already
Not
been
as good
used
as
for the
Zero,
second
but
console, but there are other books of the Old Testament, Deuteronomy. But no, you pick 3 of the worst syllables I've ever.
Are there I still don't know how to count syllables.
Some names just look and sound weird the first time you see them. I remember calling The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Zelda Wii U for years before it finally got its official name. And I thought using the word breath felt off. You look up any reaction to a new game getting announced online, and every single person posting a video has to say the title out loud when it appears on screen.
Yeah.
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate?
Oh, I wonder why they do. Yeah, I don't react to that.
Originally announced as a crossover between Shin Megami and Fire Emblem titled none other
Oh,
than
Fire
Shin
Emblem,
Megami
okay.
Tensei Cross
I've heard of
Fire
that
Emblem,
one.
which we'll get to you later. Eventually was renamed to an unlocalized Japanese title for a bit, and then Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp FE. Yes, Sharp, not hashtag or number or pound.
Sharp.
Not sure why we needed this portion. I understand FE is an abbreviation for Fire Emblem, and many have pointed out how TMS backwards is SMT. Shin Megami Tensei. I have to give them credit.
Okay.
They found a way to incorporate both series titles into one while keeping this as its own separate thing, which is what it is. While originally planned as a traditional crossover
It's kind of a
between
mess,
SMT
but
and Fire Emblem, it became more of an original game that just plays like Shin Megami Tensei, with Fire Emblem characters making appearances assisting the main cast who are completely new and original. So I guess the title was as good as we could get. I still think the Sharp FE is unnecessary.
Yeah, no, I
though.
don't know why it
If you
needs to
wanted
be.
push
Why is it Sharp?
Fire Emblem's in the game. The title already barely makes any sense. Just throw it in there. But again, I guess they wanted to push this as its own original thing rather than specifically advertise it as a Fire Emblem game. Except they did just that in a few trailers they posted online.
I don't even play this game.
Let's talk about
It's
that
like
pesky
almost like the
cross.
difference
Christ.
between
Kind of
marketing
funny
department
there was using an
and
X between two words to
people
symbolize
who make
a
the games.
crossover and pronouncing it as cross. Shin Megami Cross Fire Emblem, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Street Fighter Cross Mega Man, Project Cross Zone, which what is that? A tactical role-playing game featuring characters from Sega, Namco, and Capcom? Oh, I get the title now.
Letters.
Then they started moving away from the cross.
Mario and
started using a plus
Rabbids?
sign instead.
Rabbids?
Mario plus Rabbids, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions, 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Advance Wars 1 plus 2, Pro Skater 1 plus 2, Box Boy plus Box Girl. Just where did this trend come from? Plus,
What
I
are
find
these?
it look a little juvenile. I don't like that. I'm too mature for this. I'm an adult who eats caviar.
That's not caviar. I don't think. I've never had it.
I'm a little confused as to why Bandai Namco stopped using the English title for Taiko no Tsushima. Taiko Drum Master.
It's literally just a drum.
What? This game was American. Japan just kept on getting these damn things.
They're just a drum game. Oh? Oh yeah, that we're all gonna know, right? I've never heard of this series.
Wrong side, get dead.
They don't want. Yeah, that's fair. If you don't know the title, you're not gonna know the songs. Okay. Why?
This is one of the most peculiar name changes from North America. Paper Jam. Great title. He's about a crossover between Mario and
What do they call it there?
jamming both together.
Your brother's liquor.
Vault map in my sights.
Okay, Dream Team and Brothers. Paper Jam Brothers just sounds like amending one sentence and starting another.
Brothers.
Often gets
Hulk Hogan.
Over-explanatory titles, like Mario Strikers being titled Mario Strikers Football, Kirby's Return to Dreamland being
Yoink.
Kirby's Adventure Wii, Star Fox being
Star Fox.
I don't
Starwing
know. Hands down, one of the biggest localization titling fiascos
is
was the Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy.
I react to Final Fantasy VII Machine Bridge, and that's when I learned that it's not the same thing as Kingdom Hearts.
Just getting the spin-off title Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, titled Mystic Quest Legends.
Even though I do have.
All of a sudden, man, after Final Fantasy 3 came Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, Final Fantasy 7 Universe.
The sun smashed the place in our family.
Came Final Fantasy 7. This was, of course, not every Final Fantasy releasing outside of Japan at the time.
Shout out to Subi.
The original Final Fantasy 2 and 3. Though we did receive 4, they just renamed it to Final Fantasy 2 over here. Same with 6, we got it as 3. By the time Final Fantasy 7 launched, I think they realized how counterintuitive this was. Sure, you may not have released all the games over here, but you're not even naming them something different with a subtitle or something. So in the end, we have 2 Final Fantasy 2s and 2 3s. Eventually, they filled in the blanks over time. All the Final
Good.
Fantasy became playable.
I knew you'd find the map killer. Bring it back.
No, there's some.
Don't let it out
No,
your
it's
sight.
Metal Gear. He hasn't mentioned Metal Gear.
Would actually be
Won't lose it
Final
again.
Fantasy 7, which would be the stupidest thing I've seen all day. It just turned midnight. Skipping entries.
It's actually 10 minutes till
video
midnight.
games. Hell, Dragon Quest still does it to this day. It actually went through a whole localization name change back in the day, titled Dragon Warrior here for the first few entries until converting to the original Japanese name Dragon Quest. This was due to another product already being titled Dragon Quest in North America. So by Star Fox's name had to be changed in Europe for a bit until the rights issues were figured out for later entries. Hey, it may be confusing, but
Kind of crazy
God,
that
they
those
don't
issues
lie.
exist.
There's one thing I don't respect, it's a title that lies. Going back to
Third,
Final
wait, let's say
Fantasy,
30 right
Final
games.
Fantasy 7 Remake. Is it a spoiler to say they're on thin ice? Not only does the game only cover the first, I don't know, third of the original Final Fantasy 7, now being split up into 3 different remake entries.
Why?
They
Probably because
changed
it's
so much and turned it into a completely different game with a completely
Isn't that what
different
people said
story.
about
To be
Resident
fair,
Evil 3
they are
remake?
remaking it. Just because you remake something doesn't mean it's beat for beat. The title doesn't lie like crazy, but they obviously know what they're doing. The box art and logo, the opening, it's all supposed to give the vibe this is the original Final Fantasy 7
But
remade
it's
for
not.
modern audiences.
It's the
In
remake,
reality,
and they're
it's
like,
an alternate
psych,
take
there's
on
2 more.
FF7, so calling it this is kind of misleading. There's no getting around
Like
it. Though I can
abridged.
understand and agree with arguments in its favor. Dreamcast Collection gets no sympathy. That's a damn Sega Saturn game. Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, the definitive edition.
That's a
Alright,
mouthful.
use the word
On the
twice.
Switch?
No, 3 times.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
The
Grand Theft Auto's on the
definitive
Switch?
edition. And on top of that, definitive edition. Yeah, okay. Definitive edition should only be used
Hyrule
for
Warriors.
no shit. Xenoblade Chronicles definitive edition is definitely the definitive way to play.
Oh god, what's his name?
And then when it doesn't include
Oh,
some
what is his
content introduced
name?
in Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, like, you could have just called it Xenoblade Remastered.
He has a
you know?
cool
Don't
sword.
even get me
March of the
started on
Penguins
movie
for
games.
DS?
Isn't it kind of weird when a game based on a movie still has the word movie in it? Like, I get it, it's based on the movie. You can't just call the game based on the SpongeBob movie anything but. That's why it's good
The
to be more
B
specific
movie
sometimes.
game?
This isn't B movie. This is B movie game. Just call it B game. Oh, I'm sorry, that's already taken. But you
Oh,
know
it
what
is.
really rubs me the wrong way
What?
with many games like this is when you have to have the presenter at the beginning of the title. It's not Tarzan Untamed. It's Disney's Tarzan Untamed.
Oh.
Isn't that game like Epic Mickey? It's not even Disney's Epic Mickey. It's just Disney Epic Mickey.
Hey, Vaughn,
Well, where does it
I'm
go
looking
on
at
an
a head in a
alphabetical list?
jar.
Is this
You
Guilty
know this
Party or
person?
Disney Guilty
Ah,
Party?
no
Is this
way.
Oh,
Cars the
that's
video
so
game
true.
or Disney Pixar Cars the video game?
Yeah, where does it go in
Calls the
alphabetical?
series
Grab that head.
Civilization, not Sid Meier's Civilization.
I have
But
Civilization. I have
put
Civilization
on
6.
the
I've never
game's
played
spine,
it
so when I
though. My
alphabetize
friends
my
play it.
games, do I do the right thing
They
the
must have
wrong
been
way or the
interrogating her
wrong
in
thing the
VR.
right way?
There
I
is
don't
no
know.
right
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
That's the
definitely
problem.
see
Caught
these
corporate
things in a
spy.
bit of a different light.
When someone's
I
broccoli
like how
salad
some
got
Mario
stolen from the break
spin-offs
room and I
swap
didn't have time to
between
make
titling
more.
themselves Mario and Super Mario,
Anyway,
which can
Vic's
get
trapped in
kind
a
of
virtual
annoying when
torture
games
chamber.
like
You
Super
gotta
Mario
go
Party
to get
and
her
Mario
out.
Party
Let's do them in
Superstars
chronological
You
use
want
order.
me to
the same
go
concept. Now they go in different
into
spots
the
on the
head?
shelf. Then when you have
should be a
sequels to
VR
games
console
that always
like
start with
Tomb
Tomb
Raider?
Raider,
Yep.
Head out and Echo to
Yep.
Shadow
Shadow
of the Tomb Raider. Right into the VR.
Played those like last year.
I'd go in there myself, but
Neo,
VR
the
stuff
world
totally
ends with you.
squicks me out.
Why couldn't it have been
No
the
one's
world
gonna
ends
take
with
my
you,
body
Neo?
apart while killed by
Especially
I
molecules
don't
without a
know.
fight.
Neo, the
I'm
full
an
title of
analog
this game.
man.
Like, there's
I gotta
already
say, I'm
Neo
surprised
games
to
on
see
the
a VR using
PlayStation
VR
4.
tech,
But this
but,
Neo is
you know,
supposed
then
to be
again,
a
it's pretty cheap
futuristic
these
themed
days.
variant of the word
I mean, people
new,
make
which
entire
you
worlds in
get
there
enough
just
of
living
New
'em.
Super Mario Brothers.
It's
new
weird though, you
Pokemon
know, most
Snap,
people
new
just
Super
revisit
Lucky
worlds that
Tale,
were
new
made, like,
Carnival
Wait, they actually put
Seven
new
years ago.
Carnival games
to new Carnival games.
Back to Carnival games again. And they say tax
So then
complicated.
they are.
I get it. The word new is
Oh.
very safe. It makes sense in many regards, like with new Pokemon Snap. And you could name
Did
it
they
Pokemon
originally
Snap,
take
too.
the new part
It's
away?
more about doing the same thing the original did. Again,
You really just take pictures of Pokemon?
new Pokemon
They
Snap
run.
makes sense. You could call it Super Pokemon Snap or something, but new was same with new Super Mario Bros. Problem is, more of them
Afterwards?
start questioning authenticity.
Yeah, no, it doesn't mean anything.
New is always used to describe the condition of video games.
Yeah. Yoshi's Island. Yeah, because the type's new. Maybe. It's a chandelier. That would have been better.
Yeah, stop being cute about it.
Gods and monsters? What's in it? I have no idea what that is.
It's one of the worst in the working title for a game is better than the title title.
Oh.
Titles for Octopath Traveler and Triangle Strategy because they gave me hope for a future that never happened.
Oh.
My uncle for putting me through so much misery. If it wasn't for letters, I wouldn't have to know why this pisses me off.
Band hero.
Despite him, I'm not gonna use letters anymore.
What are you gonna do?
Damn well use words. And I'm gonna spread them, telling everybody how we're done using letters. And by proxy, titles. Can't be pissed if I can't read.
Can't read either.
Or I'm dead. So, say goodbye,
Mr.
Bones.
Mr.
And
Bones.
please welcome. What?
Welcome what?
Man, I wanna play tennis.
Which one's tennis?
What have I
Pick
done?
up the phone. That's fair. That's completely fair. So this was the most liked comment on the last video, which was the annual release. Let me know what the next one should be. If you see one you agree with, definitely like it. It's kind of like your way to vote for it. I do read every single one of your comments. This year I've read over 50,000 comments, and I will have uploaded over 900 videos, which means I've uploaded 1,000 videos in the last 13 months by the end of this month, because last December I did 100 videos. I do it all myself, and I read all your comments, which is absolute insanity. I really hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope I made it just tight a little better. I love these Scott the Woz videos. I learned a lot about video games I've never even heard of, and I look forward to watching and learning more about them. There's a bunch of JonTron videos on my channel in case you enjoy these, and there's a lot, like, it's some of these characters like Samus and stuff like that. There's a death battle playlist on my channel as well where I met a lot of characters. Typically, if there's a death battle on my channel, most of the time it's a character I've never heard of. So if you see a death battle reaction from me, chances are it's me going in completely blind. That's probably why I have a pretty good record. But I hope you have a wonderful rest today, and I hope I made it just a little better. I hope you're subscribed to those future Scott the Woz videos. But until the next one, take care and keep the music.
We were playing as soldiers, making swords out of pens.
Madden 09, there it is. Yeah, nope, doesn't like it. Yeah. Okay, why did it explode?
A fair price for peace of mind. Support local business. Sell to Marcus. Happy to help.
Eric intro and the deck goes. We're back with another Scott the Woz video. Today we're doing a...
I don't go anywhere near that holy broadcasting center if I can help it. That is crazy cult central right there.
Vault Hunter, you really got the map? Mission accomplished,
Very Madden
Firehawk.
08 Christmas, which I believe Madden 08 is like one of Scott's favorite
got
games of
the
all
map?
time. It's definitely his favorite Madden of all time. I believe he hates Madden 09. I think that's kind of how that works based off the comments of
Tyrene
previous
Calypso
videos. The
murdered
last
your
video I
whole
did was
clan,
game
Vaughn.
titles. You can reaction to that video. I'll
nothing
leave
I
it
can
right up there. Also, link down below in the description. And if I keep doing Scott the Woz videos, which you all seem to really enjoy, there'll be a playlist on my channel for all my Scott the Woz reactions. Go in chronological order. Now, I see that Vince Young is on the cover of Madden 08. I'm sure Michael Vick was an absolute menace in this game. I never actually played Madden 08. I don't know what my first Madden game was. Was it Madden like 10, Madden 11? It's one of those. I definitely did not play back in 08 as I was 11 years old. It wasn't the biggest football fans. I started collecting football cards in 2006. I'm also a huge Jaguars fan and a Trevor Lawrence fan as well. But shout out to the patrons because they get videos there early. A lot of us have a paywall on channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope I can make it just a little better. I do read every single one of your comments, so leave some down below. I respond to a lot, so you know I'm actually reading them. And I do that whether you're subscribed or not, whether you're a patron or not. But if you become a patron, you get the videos there early. You can subscribe. You can help the channel as we are approaching 100,000 1,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna keep doing Scott the Woz videos as long as you keep on wanting them and suggesting them. And this was suggested on the last one. This has a lot of returning characters, so let's go ahead and jump into a very Madden 08 Christmas. All right. Oh, Madden 08. I never played this game. I'm a big football fan. Hopefully Jaguars win tomorrow.
Hey all, Scott here. And do I ever have a beef with the National Calendar Society?
Why?
Those are
What's up, killer?
opinions, not statements. So welcome
Not
to the
charged.
Bluth.
Let me take care of
See,
that.
Bluth?
I'm always bummed by the fact that there's a lot of holidays leading up to Christmas. December is just a month
Damn,
of filler with a
not
climax at the
working.
very end. So I've
Okay.
effectively moved the
Something's
first
wrong.
3 days
I
of
should
Christmas
be able to
to
charge
one
them.
What?
Bluth with
We need
tons
help.
of new holidays.
Like
There's
what?
only one
Just so
person on
happens
this
to be
planet
Scott
who knows
wearing
how
that
this
hat
Iridian
day.
He's
tech
not wearing a hat.
works.
Oh, now he's wearing a hat.
You
Trisha
Okay, fair.
Tan.
What the Bluth is at the
She's got a
last
dig
6 days
site
are
on the other
reserved
side of the
strictly
valley.
for empathy.
Take the map
Well,
to
looks like
her.
I have some time to go before Christmas, and what
Fair.
better way to pass the time
I'll
That's when
catch
you're
up
out
when
of
I can.
school.
Have to track down a few loose ends for our ship.
You've been
I'm
invited
sold.
to what? I haven't seen this intro before. Is this the oldest Scott the Woz video I've done? This is my third one. I did annual release and I did game titles. Hey, Scott Wozniak? Is that his last name? Oh, Scott the Woz. Oh my god, that's where that came from. Titans, Michael Vick. Not Michael Vick, Vince Young. Why do I keep doing that? Mike Stoney, Bobby, Alan Riddick, starring Scott Wozniak. Oh, wow, that's a lot of people. I'm guessing this introduces a lot of characters that come back to the channel. Because a lot of people are like, yeah, no, you can't skip to the newest video.
Hey, superfan.
I don't know why I was saying
You sure you picked
Michael
the right
Vick.
team?
Michael Vick never
I
played
mean,
for
I guess
us.
we all grew up wanting to be vault hunters, but I'm not
that's-
a follower like you.
Northern
I'm a
Michigan?
young.
Always happens to
And
me.
my followers will do
What?
anything I ask.
Hey all, Scott here.
Here,
Hey
quick demo.
Scott, all here.
Hey, you.
Oh,
Come
here.
on, your favorite leg.
This is my assistant Jed. Welcome to the 3rd annual Vegans Anonymous meeting.
Vegans Anonymous.
He cut off both.
So
And
is
now
this like
he's
a
trying to
convention or a
stand
call
on his
or a
stump.
meeting?
Alright,
One
so we got
second.
a little bit of column A, a little bit of column 3, and a whole lot of the full column. You see, this time of year, there sure is a lot of dairy in the
What's my
air.
point?
So we really just kind of come together
Right.
this
My
Christmas
followers
season.
will die for me. And when it's your turn,
Want to join the
I'll let you know.
resistance?
No,
Anything to
no.
beef up my resume's
Fix
alt
that map
section.
for me.
What? Does yours have one of those? Mine doesn't. Wait, what is it? Was it sneaking in milk? What if...
Guys, I swear I wasn't running anything nefarious. Make it up by spreading Christmas cheer.
Was he...
Wait, I know how.
Would that no 8?
It's pretty hard to trust someone after a stunt like this. To me, you're basically wearing a racial slur on your shirt.
Oh, wow.
Come on, give me a chance. It's impossible not to crack a smile while falling through that in a way. I know.
What do you mean, there's a Madden 08?
The 8th Madden. Surely they truly run
No,
out of ideas.
2008.
But right when I saw the opening cinematic, I knew
Wow, it
wasn't
doesn't look
the
all
8th
that
Madden.
different.
I was into Madden 08.
Oh, back when you used like actual live action shots. Uh-huh.
Real life footage and in-game graphics.
Oh,
real
Vince Young. Oh, Troy Polamalu. Polamalu.
Who wants it more? And Jesus Christ, guys, my hand is as far up as I can make it. I do. After the
Yeah.
NFL logo has some heart palpitations, we'll give it to
Vince Young.
welcome home, old friend. The Madden series is based off of the hit book
Jaguars
later
fan.
adapted into a head coach and finally turned into a video game franchise.
Rest in peace, John Madden.
It's truly one of the most
Recently
successful game
passed away.
series out there,
Not
even though I
recently,
consider it to be a
John
one-hit
Alexander.
wonder. Madden 08 was
I could name
officially
all
let free
this
to the
good
public on
people.
August 14, 2007 for the PC,
Like
PlayStation
free to
2,
public?
PlayStation 3, PlayStation Portable, Nintendo GameCube, Wii, Nintendo DS,
The
Xbox,
Wii?
and Xbox 360. With a Mac version following suit on
No.
September 1st, 2007, which means us true Madden 08 fans disregard it hard. You're tell me something I don't know. We're taking a look at the Xbox 360 version of
course.
and considered to be the best of the
Yeah.
bunch, but I couldn't forget you just on Herald Race. But before we get too
No,
deep,
was that the old line?
for my favorite team, I'm picking the Chiefs. I love Kick Cuisine. Who says video games
The
don't
Chiefs in 08 were not
Times
good.
the charm because we truly have a trifecta going on here.
Who was their
To the
quarterback?
left, we have all the trophies. Low to the middle, we have all the classrooms I refuse
So
to buy in high
cool.
school. And at a sharp right, we have an empty closet for expansion. Madden 08 is the video game.
They don't do
truly
this
defined
anymore.
the Madden 08 genre. We play as the titular character Madden 08 on his trek to get from here all the way over
They didn't have
there
all
with
the-
football
all the
included in there somewhere. Seems simple, but we have so many
That's
roadblocks
Jamarcus
in our way,
Russell.
such as him.
Yeah, that's Jamarcus
Some
Russell.
of the most iconic antagonists in all media. Like many great games, the concept is simple, but it has a lot of depth. So many strategies are put into place before you can move. You can even ask a special guest star for advice on what to do exactly.
John Madden.
You know, John Madden refused to put his name on the franchise if it wasn't as realistic as possible. That's it.
What, really?
Real football players can ask the ghost of John Madden for advice.
Yeah, I mean...
Let's get into to the game.
You can, actually.
Literally.
611?
Section, we have to bang out our own custom player. Everybody please welcome Hidden Valley, hailing from Tucson, Arizona. His favorite color is Auburn. In terms of stats, Hidden
color
Valley
is a
has
college?
the stiffest arm in the county. Very little else. But
Oh,
what's Hidden
okay.
Valley without his team, the Class? We
Oh.
custom
Skin for this to be vegan.
If that doesn't do anything for you, then we can move on to another version.
Next, we have
What?
2007's Game of the Year runner-up, Madden 08 on the GameCube.
Oh,
Not as
okay.
fully featured as its Xbox
GameCube.
360 counterpart, but if you can spell
So he's just
competency
showing
right
the
now,
differences
surely you're
in
getting more
08?
Madden 08 on the GameCube. It was the last game released on the console, and what a
Oh,
way to
wow.
piss out. You see, this is the kind of game that needs to be re-released in HD on current game consoles.
That'd be
Hopefully,
kinda
if
cool.
a re-release does well, we'll
And
see a
there's
sequel to
Michael
Madden
Vick.
08.
Wouldn't that be Madden 09?
No.
Madden
Yeah, no.
08 2. Madden 09 doesn't count. It was
Madden
an
08
overhyped,
2?
underwhelming spiritual successor.
Madden
to a game that
09
deserved
doesn't count.
Far more. Anyways, the GameCube version oddly has a radically different user interface compared to the Xbox 360 variant. Doesn't make it any less magical. There's so much room for
Wow.
creativity
Is
tucked
that-
in this game.
was that
For
Jake
example,
Malone?
here's Mr. Madden 08 running away from every number lower or higher than 08.
You know what I'd like to see? Madden 08 for the DS. No, I don't actually
No.
have that version.
The DS version. You don't have the DS version.
Why do you
you
not-
have to have the DS.
Does he?
I mean, if it makes it any better, we can move over to the Wii one.
That's not better.
At long last, we can
Dude.
feel what it's like to Madden 08 with the Wii's
The
motion
Wii.
control capabilities. We can feel every
How?
Madden,
I remember.
every 08.
Did they
This
have?
is truly
Was
a
it World of
milestone.
War or
This
Black
is probably
Ops
one of the more bare
on the
bone home
Wii?
console versions of the prophecy out in the market. Oh my god, I can't say something like
This
that.
is
It's
Madden
08,
Mobile.
just a bit simplified. Diet
It's
God
Madden.
is still God. The Wii version has a party mode that allows for everybody to join the craze.
That's cool.
Only one Wii remote is required per player, and it makes everything way easier to grasp. With only a few flicks, you'll quickly understand Madden 08 is a
Oh,
right
there's
out
actually a
version.
VR
The
game
game
that's
is
a lot
so
like
smart
this
with how
now.
it does everything. Even the credits are smart. They have these pockets of blank so you have time to breathe between the list of deities who made this. And on top of that, the music is phenomenal.
You listen to that, baby purr. Sounds fucking dumb.
Oh.
Alright, guys. Alright. What's your deal with this? Why are you being so tart with this?
Listen, man. Madden 08 just doesn't really speak to us.
What are they gonna say? They're like Madden
How do you know
09
those
more?
are my 15 least favorite syllables in order.
There's a little too much Madden, not enough about my needs.
Just too real.
Way too smooth, not for me at all.
Yeah.
What more could you possibly want?
I don't know, something better.
Who was in the 2007
Look what
draft?
I brought.
Is that
Holy shit! Is that Madden 09?
Madden 09? There it is. Yeah. Nope. Doesn't like it. Yep. Okay. Why did it explode? Why is he still sitting down? Oh no.
Jesus, Boomer! What did I tell you about the Madden 09 shit? We lose so many clients to that.
Where do you think he's going?
I don't know. My guess would be Target.
Why? Why? Oh, that's an older-looking target.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Do you need any help?
Where's the Madden?
How are they
now?
filming in this?
Hook or right?
I'm sorry. That's a Wendy's
Nice to see
outfit.
a Target employee that knows what they're doing.
Oh no, I don't work here. I just love helping people.
Oh God. That's Madden 18. Is that the last one I played? That might be the last one I played.
God, I love vegan bread.
Heard you live with vegan coffee too.
It's so vegan.
Vegan bread? Is that just bread? What did he just?
Not again.
What did he just do? Did he just?
I locked it.
Oh.
Christmas is ruined.
Should we check the trash bag?
Nah, that would just be rude.
Did he give him like
Yeah, you're
Madden 18 or
Hey,
something?
looks like I was diagnosed with stealing every copy of Madden 18 from Target out of spite-itis because I just stole every copy of Madden 18 from Target out of spite.
Oh, why?
People need to realize there's only one Madden that matters. There's
Madden
enough
08.
Madden in this world, but not enough 08.
Hey everybody, this is a pre-recorded
All copies of Madden 18
August
stolen.
2016. I'm just gonna take a wild shot in the dark and say that all copies of Madden 18 are stolen from Target.
I'm sure they still had copies of Madden 17 at the time.
Holy shit! I called it.
Hey, we've gone
God.
viral. Of course, I doubt they'll ever find the stolen loot. The last place anybody ever
Oh.
checks is the white trash bag in the fridge at a Vegans Anonymous gathering.
That's fair.
By the way, those guys. Let's play some more Madden 08.
911, what's your emergency?
Police station, 5 p.m. Why does the time matter?
Every single copy of Madden 18 is gone from Target. I think we need to get you know who on the case.
Who's you know who?
For this time. Every single copy of Madden.
Who was the
18
most
is gone.
wanted?
We got a mission for you.
The budget for this episode.
I'm on it.
Who's that? Steel Wool? The people that make the FNAF games? Oh, or not. That's just a character. Okay. He's, I guess, the Madden detective.
Officer Wolf. Steel Wolf.
Why? The budget for this episode.
Gotta tackle the original Xbox version next.
The Bioshock? I recently played through those games. It's really good. Not supported for Xbox 360. Oh
I
no.
should have put a notice on the box before I bought this console.
I probably
Anyways, that
knows.
means it's time to crack out the original
Ah,
Xbox for
nice.
this bad boy. And man, this is Madden 08. Kinda like
Tony Romo.
on the console. Let's move abruptly over to the PlayStation 2 version.
Okay, the PS2.
Which is Madden, alright. PlayStation 3.
Is he
Madden.
having a dilemma where
Madden.
the
Madden.
nostalgia isn't?
Madden. What have I become? Turning to WebMD, it turns out I'm diagnosed with most peopleitis, which means I'm numb to Madden 08's effects. It's just a phase over,
What?
don't worry. I'll be able to understand the differences between each version of Madden
Oh,
08 and
really?
what makes it better than all Maddens in no time.
Are you sure about
To aid
that?
me in my recovery, I've always feared this would happen, so I have my just-in-case Madden 08 loses its edge emergency bag on standby.
Yo, just have
This
that
bag's
pack.
scientifically proven to show me how well I
What
handle
other
up to
at
Madden 08
Maddens?
being my only Madden of choice.
Madden 07,
Ew.
Sean Alexander.
This
ESPN
is just
football.
hilarious.
Back before EA had exclusive rights. Madden 09. Is that Brett Favre? Yeah. On the Wii? On the Wii, all play.
I don't know, man. I just feel overwhelmed with
Anxiety.
I can't really understand why. Looks like I got a postcard.
From who? Greetings from imprisonment?
I'm gonna brush my teeth if you don't mind.
That's fair. That's not how you use a phone.
Here. We're just calling house to house and seeing if you personally stole all the copies of Madden 18 from Target.
Listen, man, I don't have time for this. I'm brushing my teeth because of
Based
anxiety.
on past experiences, that doesn't sound like you're brushing with toothpaste. Sounds like you're brushing with Raid.
Brushing with Raid?
Not again.
What? What? Huh? Finally a place for me. Madden 08 Avenue. And there's some stop motion animation in this. Why did you trip over Pepto-Bismol? What? Madden 18? GOAT edition. Hello.
You have dishonored my legacy.
Oh no.
Well, when you put it that way.
And falls. Well.
Well, that was fucking terrifying. Not that I would expect anything less from a raid buzz.
A raid buzz. I did not know that was a thing. This video is
Nothing's
old.
more terrifying than the post-raid buzz.
Hey, check this out. The Madden-o-meter's off the charts at the VAG. The 18-o-meter's not too far off.
That might be where the stash is. Is Officer Wall on his way there?
Probably.
Knowing him, he should be close. Oh, he's just been driving around in circles for the last
Why? Is this still the animation? Or the
Let's
cutscene?
just go there ourselves.
Okay. At least I'm knowing these characters. Also, who parks like that? Is that a staple gun?
Nope. No sign of Madden 18 here. Wait.
What in the world is he doing?
Check the fridge.
What?
Why did you do it?
Is that the
That is
game just
embarrassingly vague.
blurred?
Stealing Madden 18 and blaming out a bunch of vegans.
Oh, that. Well, you see, they didn't like the right version of Madden, and
They didn't like the
not
right
really fond
version.
of the new version of Madden, so killing two birds. No stone involved, though. That's just too messy. Who even are you?
It's gonna be.
Luis Castillo, the cover athlete of the Spanish version of Madden 08.
Is that?
You should feel overwhelmed with guilt for your actions.
I don't know.
You have stolen various
Luis
copies
Castillo?
of our franchise's newborn and have blamed it on the innocent.
I don't feel guilty. I did the world a favor by ridding it of all 18s, and those pesky vegans deserve to take the blame if all they like is Madden 09 and can't see why Madden 08 is the best one.
America can finally
mean,
rest easy knowing the Madden
The world would be
18
boring
banners
if we
are
all
finally
liked the
been
same
bought.
games.
200 copies of Madden 18 have been found
200?
in a white trash bag in the fridge of the third annual Vegans and
What
Anonymous
is
gathering.
in the bag?
The following
Yeah, the bag.
footage has just surfaced.
You don't know.
Why is he smiling through all of this?
I'm gonna go outside for a bit.
That's fair.
Want a bite?
The windy sky.
No thanks. What's got you down?
Madden always.
With a Burger King cup.
Well, I've been there.
I mean, it's so hard, man. I know it's the best. Why doesn't anybody believe it?
Well, that's your belief, but I'm personally more of a Madden 13 guy myself.
Madden 13 is really good.
But you can't expect people
I think
to believe
Madden
in what
13
you
is really
believe.
good.
What's the point of beliefs if there's only one thing people can believe?
I'm an asshole.
Madden
Lewis,
13.
I was wrong.
Who was
I'm gonna
on
make
the
this
cover
right.
of Madden 18?
Probably to jail for an undiscernible amount of time. See you later.
I know the one with Odell on the cover was really good, but that wasn't 13 because Odell was a rookie in 13.
Guys, have at it.
I think.
Didn't you hear? Madden 28 was just announced. The price of Madden 18 has dropped tenfold.
Guess this means you can steal as many Madden 18s as you want.
What?
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
This just in.
Madden 28
has just been announced. Leave it to EA to make.
What
this
are they
the
gonna
best
do when they get the
Christmas yet.
next
The
year
Madden
with
18
Madden
variants have
25
now recently
being?
been transferred on the FBI's most wanted to the who gives a piss section. If you see these people, please, at all costs, don't give a piss.
Oh, okay. It's so
I'm
crooked.
sorry.
The sign is
I
so
got
crooked.
carried away with the whole concept of Madden 08. It just means a lot to me. Listen, I mean, you guys like a different Madden. I'm gonna have to learn how to respect that.
Yeah.
I won't push my belief of a great Madden onto you if you won't push it onto me.
You kidnapped and framed us.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
I'm not gonna go for a nice restraining order right about now.
Roger that. See you later.
Bye.
I wanted to give you guys this.
909.
Thanks.
On the Wii. On the Wii. Just doesn't shut the door. Just doesn't shut the door. The worst kind of person. Empathy. And now it's
We survived
Christmas.
the 6 days of empathy, and I have a little something that arrived at my doorstep.
Madden 08 on the DS. Nice. Madden 09 on the DS.
Cool. It also came with a little invitation to something.
Oh no, what is it gonna be?
Oh
Ram.
yeah, there is no way that could be misinterpreted.
What was that supposed to be? Season 1? What do you mean Season 1? Okay. That's produced and starring Scott Wozniak. Now I know where his last name came, or where the Woz came from. Hopefully the song might be muted, just out of, safety of people stuck around to the end. Yeah, no, these music corporations like to wait until the moment the video goes live. Like, this video is like 20 minutes long, and they'll copyright claim this part of the video. 18 minutes in, 3 minutes after the video is public, instead of when it's uploaded as unlisted. So I don't play those reindeer games. SoundCloud? Oh god. There's something. There has to be. Wait, what? It's just 20 seconds of this? Not even, I guess it's more like a 15 seconds. There's Zelda. I've still never played a Zelda game. I'm playing New Undertale for the very first time on Saturday. It's not just coming to Saturday because I'm going to be out of town. I'm also playing New Genshin Impact for like the very first time, or I guess starting out playing Genshin Impact. I'm streaming on Fridays, but not this Friday. But definitely stay tuned to my Twitch because I'm doing a bunch of really exciting things over there. But this is a very Madden 08 Christmas Scott watch. I'll have to look at what Madden's actually played. Like, I remember one of them that I played like the most was probably the Odell one. Gronkowski was on one. I think Brady was on 2 of them. I didn't play the one where Brady and Mahomes won the cover together. I don't know. I think was Madden 18 the last one I played. I'm not sure. Was Mahomes on 19? I'm not really sure. I still watch my buddy MMG who plays Madden videos, makes Madden videos. Absolutely awesome guy, awesome videos. I'm gonna react to more Scott Waz videos. Please let me know which ones those should be. I do read absolutely your comments, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. But until next video, take care. Thank you.
We were playing
Maybe you can get up high and slam down on it.
making swords out of pens.
Get real high and jump crouch to tap into your inner strength. Yeah!
Wait, you can still play multiplayer? Wait, it doesn't have zombies? Generic control that activates meter.
Nice butt power.
No! No wire hangers!
Back with another Scott the Wasp reaction. Today we're doing Call of Duty on Wii, which is definitely something that always puzzled me because my cousin always talked about playing World of War on the Wii, and I'm like, how do you even do that? The last video I did by Scott the Woz, which I believe was the 3rd or 4th video I've done by him or ever seen by him and reacted to. It was a very Madden 08 Christmas. You can check out my reaction to that. I'll leave it right up there. Also, link down below in the description. And if I continue Scott the Woz reactions, there'll be a playlist on my channel with all of them on it. But Call of Duty on the Wii, I didn't realize they made this many Call of Duty games on the Wii. I grew up playing Call of Duty, haven't played Call of Duty in a very, very long time. My personal favorite was Modern Warfare 3. Absolutely love that game. So many fond memories of mostly Modern Warfare 2 fond memories, but out of all the games, my favorite one to play was Modern Warfare 3. But I remember my cousin always talking about World of War on the Wii, and I'm just like, why do you have this? You have an Xbox, you have a 360. Why are you playing Call of Duty on the Wii? So it's gonna be interesting. I read all your comments, leave them down below. This is one of the most liked comments on the last Scott the Woz video. I do read every single one of the comments, leave them down below. Shout out to the patrons because they get the videos a day early and allow me to have a paywall channel. I'm completely against paywalls. So I'm happy to smile and not make you pay, and they allow me to make all these videos, like 18, 19 videos a week, and I do it all myself, and I read every single comment, which is absolutely insane. But let's go ahead and jump into Call of Duty on Wii. Alright.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and I'm in a
Can't interrupt me.
I don't want to be called a pussy, so I'll play Call of Duty, but I want to.
I grew up playing Call of Duty. That one just phased into existence. Nice.
The Call of Duty series, also known as Hey Guys, My Crotch is Huge, I swear, is the
I haven't played it in so long.
history according to the back of this box. Call of Duty has been released annually 3, with the first entry being released exclusively for PC originally.
Yeah.
The series focused on
Big,
World War II until it gradually lost all of its
first.
marbles and went effing crazy. Until recently it came back home with Call of Duty World War II. The series really got popular with the release of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare on the PC, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. And during that generation of gaming, Call of Duty dominated sales charts each and every year.
Yeah, no, they sold
with
so
most
many
people
copies.
scrambling to play the game on any of those 3 platforms.
Why on the Wii, though?
The majority of Call of Duty releases came alongside a version released for the best-selling console at the time, the Wii. You see, it made perfect sense. The best-selling game meets the best-selling console.
Does
of course, the Wii was about as powerful as 2 sticks of butter, so getting these games to run on
You know, I've
every
never
part of
put
the deal
butter
with
on
the mafia
anything in my
at the
entire
very
life.
least. Surprisingly, the only game to skip out on a Wii release was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Every other mainline console game from Call of Duty 3 to Modern Warfare 3 received a Wii port.
Modern Warfare
Let's
3
see
is the
just
last
how
one.
jank or
That's my favorite
unjank
one.
these games are. Before we divulge, I am not a Call of Duty fan. I know that statement was made for
I grew up
shocking.
playing it. That's why I didn't
I've tried
play
to get into the
Halo
games
till
before, but I always
2019.
ended up quickly washing out my mouth with Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix.
No.
To be honest, I had fun with the games, but never got into them so hard that I played for hours upon hours like every other teenage boy in junior high did. I was always more of a Nintendo guy, so let's see what Activision had prepped for the rest of us.
I was definitely...
Of course, the main controllers
Well,
for the Wii are
play
the
my
Wii
brother
Remote
for that
and
one.
Nunchuck combo. The Wii Remote is already terrifyingly gun-like with the B-button trigger on the bottom, so surely this is a match made in
No,
heaven.
it's not.
The Wii also features support of GameCube controllers and classic controllers.
Yeah?
For more
We're going from the
stable
GameCube
controls.
games on the Wii.
But you really think I'm gonna look at every Call of Duty release on the Wii using actual controllers? Wait, we're using the only moral controller setup, the one that makes the most sense for Call of Duty on Wii. A nunchuck attached to a Luigi Wii remote.
Oh.
The mainline Call of Duty
Yeah,
franchise
I have
was
one of those
originally developed
too. I
only
do
by
not
Infinity
know it
Ward,
exists.
but as the series went on and became annualized, mainline entries began to alternate developers. When one game was made by Infinity Ward, next year's would be done by Treyarch. The team dipped their toes in the
I
franchise.
don't like the
responsible
Treyarch
for
games.
two
I know.
Call of Duty
Everybody's like,
subtitles
oh my
being
god, I
better,
love
but we're
Black
able to
Ops.
take a
No.
full-on whack in the teeth with Call of Duty
I mean,
3
zombies
in
are cool, but-
2006. This is not only a launch title for the Wii, but also the PS3.
Person
both
of
came
my
out a full
opinion,
week
if I'm allowed
after
to
the
have
other
that.
version. First things first, the game bellows that it's been licensed by Nintendo. Thank God I was worried there for a second. Taking place in World War II, we take control of Private Nichols, and I can't do this. Like I said, this was a launch title for the Wii, and it's wholeheartedly obvious.
I remember
In the conversion
watching
to the
this.
Wii, the multiplayer mode was cut, but
Like,
overall it's the same game as it was on other platforms.
back when you played Call of Duty
Except
for the
this time
story.
around, we get to control a car like this, dear God. Call of Duty 3 exclusively utilizes the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, and oh boy, does it exclusively utilize the Wii Remote and Nunchuck. You can't use the GameCube controller or the
Why
Quest
not?
controller. This Call of Duty was made to withstand the power of pointer controls. And man, they are just awkward.
Yeah.
Aim and move about with the control stick. That's fine, and that's how it should be. Firing
I
the
can't
left
imagine
side
playing
with the B button,
multiplayer
which feels
with this.
fine, but to aim down your sights, you have to use the A button, which just feels off. Whenever you're moving, the aiming reticle disappears, which means it's almost impossible to run and gun. And speaking of which, you can't even sprint in the campaign. Apparently you can sprint in the
There's
multiplayer,
sprint?
which of course isn't in this version. Wow.
does have a good chunk of areas that require waggling the Wii remote around. Fighting off an enemy, you have to do the struggling punching motion with the Wii remote and nunchuck, and then put them in the position as if they were a rifle and jab it forward to finish somebody off. Then we get to the driving area, which requires moving the controllers like a wheel to steer your car. Forget about that perfectly fine analog stick you have on that nunchuck right there. Forget about just twisting and turning the Wii remote by itself. No, use both controllers.
You have to use both like a
tandem.
steering wheel.
This is war. Listen, I think a good representation of World War II just as much as the next guy, but Call of Duty 3 just kind of felt like every other World War II shooter from 2006, except now with 12 times the immersion. I'll say this, graphically, it looks fine as a Wii game. I mean, it was also released on the Xbox and PlayStation 2, which had comparable hardware, so it has no reason to run like piss. It looks and runs fine. The sound design is great. It feels like a legitimate blockbuster. The sweeping score is fantastic. And the game itself is fine. I could see myself being okay with the concept of beating it, just not on this console. Pointer controls and first-person shooters on the Wii still needed some work when this game came out. Call of Duty 3 was generally well received, but is considered one of the weaker Call of Duties. Then maybe because there were just too darn many World War II shooters out at the time, or because Treyarch was up to snuff with Infinity War.
Remember Medal of Honor?
Who knows? I sure don't. I spend my spare time looking at the cover of Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. I'm not qualified to say this kind of trash. Anyways, Treyarch made Call of Duty 3 because Infinity War was too busy hammering away at Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, set in modern times, which released in 2007 for the PC, 360, and PS3.
I'm actually
but not the Wii.
getting
The
flashbacks
next title
right now.
in 2008, Call of Duty World at War was developed by Treyarch yet again, went back to the World War II setting, and released on the PC, 360, PS3, and the Wii again, day and date with the other versions. Here we are,
World
Call
of War
of
was
Duty
just
World at War, what a
and then
lame
there's zombies.
versus. The game makes sure to let you know it's compatible with the Wii's Zapper. This was an accessory made for games like this, but it always bugged me when games would say they're compatible with it. Literally, it's a hunk of plastic, every game is compatible. That's like putting a sticker that says compatible with the sense of sight on a bottle of mustard, like...
Yes, your controller works.
I used to have a Wii Zapper, but that bad boy is long gone, so we're just gonna play with the standard remote and nunchuck combo.
I wonder
just
how
when
much
you're ready to jump
they go for, like,
into
on
the
eBay.
campaign, World at War
Also,
warns
last
about
week's
the
video
use
was a
of
Wii
graphic
video. It was,
historical footage,
some
and the term
insults.
Hitler
Wii
shooting
Sport.
on the ESRB rating is finally starting to make some sense. There are two types of Wii games
They didn't
out
actually
there,
say that.
anti-Nazi and pro-Nazi. Call of Duty
Whoa,
World War I
whoa,
is the
whoa.
anti-corner because
Excuse
we are
me?
absolutely obliterating these things in the game. Actually, that's only one half of the story. You play as the American soldier Private Miller and the Soviet Dmitri. America versus Japan, Soviets versus Nazis. Have at it. I wondered if these two character stories would ever cross paths, but nope, it's just two different sides of World War II. The campaign just hops between the two characters. Alright, so how are them positives? I'm happy to say the control issues present in Call of Duty 3 have been remedied here. Treyarch finally got a hold of how Wii remote control should work in a first-person shooter. Aiming down
So I guess,
I
guess it was up to
which feels
Treyarch
much better than the
make
A-button. You can actually sprint in this game, and overall it feels pretty good. It's so immersive, I truly feel like a World at War. That's a little thing I like to call hyperbole. The controls work well and definitely have their advantages over a standard controller layout, that being the incredibly precise aiming. Pointer controls make it pretty obvious whenever you sneeze, however. I do prefer a standard gamepad, but the Wii remote and nunchuck work well enough that I can totally see why some people really dig this control setup. It takes some time to get used to. You can definitely have
Being
some
a
fun
kid
with
and
the
looking at
controls.
this and
That's
be
it.
like,
World at War is trash.
oh, it's so
I mean,
real.
I can tell this is a good game and would be a decent romp on the PC, 360, or PS3, but God, this is a tart port of the game. It's very obvious this was a Call of Duty game made for current-gen hardware at the time, and was then hastily ported to lesser hardware. Animations run at such a low frame rate, and the game itself just doesn't look good, even for the Wii. World at War takes itself so seriously, which is perfectly fine. This is a war sequel, but man, with animations and graphics like these, they might as well be sock puppets and it would feel the same. While it's super dark and gritty, the animations make me feel like I should be clapping and stomping my foot to them. They really don't look great. It's also missing like a ton of content. The Nazi Zombies mode isn't here, which is why many people like World at War.
It doesn't have
Even
zombies.
fun missions are missing. But really, my main problem is the glitches. This is a glitchy,
Why is there a
unappealing version of World at War. I really didn't have a hoot with this one. 2009 marked the release of Modern Warfare 2, developed by Infinity Ward for the PC, 360, and PS3. No Wii version this time. Instead, on the same day, Activision released
Opening
a
up
Wii
a
version of the
finally
original
aged
Modern
cask of
Warfare,
whoop-ass.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare
Wait, it came out that
Reflex
long.
Edition.
Reflex.
When Modern Warfare was initially released, the developers obviously asked, how do we appeal to a younger demographic? And bada boom, that's how it's done. Modern Warfare takes place in the future. 2011. First Call of Duty to stray away from the World War
Was
II
it actually the
setting.
future?
At this
Yeah, I guess it
point,
was the
disappointing
future at
those
that
two
time.
things. Modern Warfare is a breath of fresh air, and I guess that's how people felt in 2007.
And now they keep
when this game was
reusing
released as
Modern
well.
Warfare
You think the
for the
market's
new games.
oversaturated with futuristic shooters nowadays? 10 years ago, people were saying the same thing about World War II shooters.
That is
I gotta
true.
say,
This is how you do a Wii version of Call of Duty. Modern
So much
Warfare took the
nostalgia.
Call of Duty series and turned it into a true AAA blockbuster. Everything was amped up in this release. The cinematics, the gameplay, the level design, the story, the multiplayer, everything. And honestly, it's all here in the Wii version.
that guy.
Treyarch handled the port to the Wii, and gone are the sour controls of Call of Duty 3.
Shake
Gone are the
nunchuck to
plethora of
reload. It's like one of those,
graphic
like,
bombs and glitches
arcade
in World at
games.
War. This is Modern Warfare, just on the Wii. Of course, it doesn't look as nice. Alas, it doesn't run poorly, just a lower resolution, lesser textures, lower poly
Playable,
models,
yeah.
and while it is still susceptible to problems here and there, overall, this is how you do a Call
I
of
mean,
Duty
if you
game on the
only
Wii.
have a
I'd
Wii
say it
and
could've
you want to
definitely
play
used
Modern
some
Warfare,
classic or GameCube controller support, but
Modern
this
Warfare,
is a solid
I guess, yeah.
port. And yeah, I had some fun with this game. I'd
That
still
map,
rather
oh,
play the
wow.
traditional versions, but it's a solid game. And I've been seeing this screen quite a lot lately. I was killed by a grenade, and I have to watch out for the indicator. Oh, so that's
Oh,
what that
okay.
icon meant.
I wonder what it
Also,
meant.
in 2010, we had Call of Duty Black Ops, which shipped day and date on the Wii alongside the PC, 360,
I remember I got my-
developed by
my own
Treyarch.
360,
This is a
'cause my
continuation
brother
of World
went
at
to
War
college.
and takes place during the Cold War. I don't have much to say about this one other than it's a solid game.
I got a
I think this
360,
truly proves the
and
worth of
Black Ops
Treyarch,
is a
not
current
just as a
game.
good
I literally
developer,
bought,
but being able to live up to the standards of and possibly even outdo
previous
Infinity Ward. It's a
Infinity
solid game,
Ward.
and the Wii version works fine. It's very similar to the quality of Modern Warfare Reflex Edition. Lower quality graphics here, and even some parts of the story missions are cut, but by and large, I don't think it's too far-fetched to say if you played Black Ops on Wii, you experienced Black Ops. It's also the first
Fair.
Call of Duty on the Wii to offer support for the classic and GameCube controllers. God does exist. Also, the
God
multiplayer
does.
servers are still online if you're looking for
Wait,
something
you
to do
can
next
still
weekend.
play
The last Call
multiplayer?
of Duty released on Wii, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3,
My personal
developed by
favorite.
Infinity Ward, released in 2011.
It was
And
just-
honestly, at this point, I'm sick of playing Call of Duty, so I didn't get far in
Modern
this
Warfare
one.
2,
Yeah,
like,
the frame rate isn't as
polished.
good, it doesn't look as nice, but hey, it's still basically Modern Warfare 3. It surprised me just
Everybody
how
said it was
confident
Modern Warfare
looked, to be
2.5,
honest.
and I was
But
like,
God,
okay.
this game seems to be really pushing the Wii. Let me tell you, you know a game's demanding when the Wii sounds like it's choking. Two more Call
Since
of
when
Duties
does the
were
Wii look
released
like
on the
that?
Wii
I had a
brand
different
consoles,
Wii.
That being Black Ops 2 and Ghost, released on the Wii U. There's not much
The
to say
Wii
about
U?
these ones. Basically, since the Wii U was on par with the Xbox 360 and PS3 power-wise,
Really?
these are pretty spot-on versions of the games. Overall, the Wii had its share of good and bad versions of Call of Duty. I gotta say, I did get used to the Wii remote controls after a while, and they can be fun.
It must have been
Modern
worth it
Warfare
for 'em.
Reflex Edition and Black Ops both are solid ports on the Wii, but nowadays, there's real no reason to play these. These were made for the people who only had a Wii.
Yeah, I've
360s,
heard their
PS3s,
friends.
and these games on those platforms are so cheap, I don't think anybody really has a reason to play these anymore. You may say the accuracy of the Wii remote controls gave these versions merit, but at this point,
Oh,
just
wow.
play the PC versions with mouse and keyboard. You'll get the exact same accuracy. In fact, you'll get more accuracy. I'm still not way into Call of Duty, but I do think it's pretty neat to look back and see exactly what corners were cut to get these things running on the Wii. But hey, what do
Yeah, I
know?
wonder
Just
what
to
they-
reiterate how unqualified I am to be critiquing or even talking about the Call of Duty franchise, let's take a look at my resume.
Is that Mario Party?
I'm going fucking nowhere.
I still never played Mario Party. I didn't even know what Mario Party was until I watched an Alfred video on it. I think Scott, is it Scott or Point Guard that has Mario Party videos? Actually, they probably both do. Good times, good memories playing Call of Duty back in the day, and trick shotting, quick scoping, all those fun things. So much fun. Kill streaks. Literally, like, me and my cousin would hunt for the animated kill streaks in Modern Warfare 2. If you know what that is, like, there was like certain achievements. We were literally like hunting achievements because they unlock things. So much fun. I think the autumn camo was the best camo you could get on a gun. And you would like have to like get like so many kills, like a certain scope to unlock a new camo, and just going through that, like getting your best guns and the dual models before they were nerfed, after they were nerfed. I still used them after they were nerfed. Using the ACR, the noob tube, the thumper, just so much fond memories I have of Call of Duty. Let me know what your memories are of Call of Duty, what your favorite Call of Duty game was. Like I said, hopefully I don't get, destroyed for not liking the Treyarch games as much as the Infinity Ward games. I did play the Treyarch games. I mean, the story was good. I just didn't really feel the multiplayer. I don't know why. I really don't know why. They just didn't vibe with me. I was also scared to play zombies by myself back then. I was also a kid. But yeah, this was Call of Duty on Wii. I didn't realize they made that many games on the Wii. It must have been worth it for them. Must have been a lucrative deal for them to do, because they basically just took the game that they already made for other consoles and made it run a little less intensive on the Wii. So I look forward to the next video. I hope to see you there. Hope to subscribe to some future videos. But until the next one, take care and keep the music.
were playing as soldiers, making swords out of pens.
Why? Why does
Why? Why?
Vic's plugged in? Awesome. Now get in that digital torture room and save her, bro! You're in the simulation, bro. Vic's somewhere in there. You gotta find her
Okay,
and
that's
bring her
actually
out.
kind of cool.
Take her to the exit console
Generic
inside
intro
the
in the back.
construct. That'll rebuild her body in the meat space. I need my best brunette in one meaty piece. Oh, BT dubs. When they uploaded her, it probably fragmented her recent memories. You're gonna have to try to find them so you can remind her who she is when she wakes up.
Goes Moo here, back with another Scott the Waz video, and today we're doing Call of Duty on Nintendo DS, which I had no idea that this ever happened. The last video I did was Call of Duty on the Wii, which I knew about, but I definitely did not know that it was ever on the DS. A lot of comments on that video were telling me that I should react to this video next. If you check my reaction to the last video, I'll leave it right up there. Also link down below in the description, and if I continue to Scott the Waz videos, which I plan on doing, there's a lot of them, I'll make a playlist for them so you can watch them all from the very beginning all the way up until the newest one. But I don't know why they came out on the Nintendo DS. I have owned the Nintendo DS. I still own a DS actually, and I have no idea how they managed to make this work or how well it ran. So this is going to be a very interesting video. Modern Warfare 3 is my favorite Call of Duty game of all time. I grew up playing Call of Duty, so I'm really curious to see how Modern Warfare 3 ran on the Nintendo DS. Shout out to Mason for digging videos and get early. A lot of time for Paywall channel. I couldn't be able to do this in the gloves, not for them. I'm completely against paywall, so I'm here to make it small, not make it pay. I read our comments whether you're patient or not, whether you're subscribed or not, but I hope you are subscribed to go to future videos, and as we approach 100,000 subscribers. So let's go ahead and jump into Call of Duty on Nintendo DS. I think like literally 2 years.
Scott here. All I got in my pocket is a receipt for a Hungry Man.
Like,
Does it look like I'm doing okay?
Oh, that's fair.
To make me realize I could be doing
DS
a
games
whole
for dual
lot worse.
screen.
It could be 13, and the only games I have to play are first-person shooters for the DS.
How much do they charge for these? I didn't know this existed.
Yeah, you can get laid on the go. Call of Duty is everybody's favorite best-selling first-person war shooter franchise. What's that on Wikipedia? Call of Duty actually is giant. But I'd argue it was truly at its biggest during the Xbox 360 PlayStation 3 era. That was
Yes.
when you couldn't escape.
Absolutely, yes. This is my childhood.
When it came out. That's
that
probably
I
why
had.
there's so much negativity surrounding
Modern
Warfare
Warfare 3,
for a
loved
while.
it, loved it, favorite.
Everybody hated the series back then, but now I mean, I think we'll stop caring. It was all because it was the trendy game back then, the one everybody was playing. And you should know by now, many video game fans will hate a game.
I still
just
have never
because it's
dropped a
popular.
Moab
It
or
still does
Nuke,
insanely
and I've
well
spent
every year,
weeks
topping
of my
the
life
charts,
playing
but Call
these
of Duty
games.
doesn't get talked about nearly as
Really
much.
should do a
It's not really the
24-hour
trendy
stream of
game anymore. It's more so
stream
just
until I
an
drop a nuke.
inevitability. The Call of Duty comes out every year. A lot of people will play it because the new Call of Duty came out. A year passes, the next one comes
The
out.
next- yeah.
The people who play
And people,
play,
no
and you have
DLC
those
for
who
the
originally
previous
wouldn't be
ones.
caught dead playing a Call of Duty, not caring about the fact new games come out every year because like there's nothing they can do about it. It's kind of like measles. Like yeah, you don't like it, but
Get this, me.
like, are you gonna do
So I
anything about
showed
it? No.
Vaughn the
But during the
crazy
360 and
illegal
PS3
stuff.
days,
What?
these games were
Told
the
me to
biggest
hide it.
deals out there.
Oh,
Every kid on the
fuck.
playground one of these games
Caviar
with
for
ding
months
ding
if we
ding.
sold it
Now, of course,
Yeah.
if you wanted the true
Now,
experience, you had to
I
get
look
these
like
games
the
on either
asshole
the
'cause
PC,
I have to tell
Xbox
the clan
360,
we're
or
not
PlayStation
selling
3.
it.
If you
What
wanted
about
one
the
of
Wii?
these 5 years
He
after
doesn't
they
know what's
released, you
good
get
for
them
the
on a
clan.
Mac. If you didn't have any of these systems
Why?
and only had a Wii, well, Wii
That
versions
they
of
do?
these games were okay overall. They were graphically downgraded.
They're
lacked
playable.
some content, didn't have the same online community, but you'd be surprised how many people will still defend these games.
I mean, yeah, you can save you play,
And
yeah.
from using the Wii remote's
DS
pointer,
is
they
not
just
gonna be the
use
same,
the
right?
standard controllers. But most people would agree these games
A lot of
go
people
pretty
enjoyed
well
it.
with the,
A lot of people in the comments.
You can have a Wii.
You know who I'm talking
No, I
about.
mean,
What?
to play these games.
You get all the memories?
They say Defiance? Why does it say Defiance? Yeah, because it's defying existence. Why?
Go get my best
Why
brunette
does it-
out of that
Brain
simulation.
agent said, Call of Duty. I mean, come on, it only made sense. 2 screens, an Xbox, and the DS was made for these games. kind of weird how every mainline Call of Duty from Call of Duty 4 all
The
from Modern
feet,
Warfare 3
by the way.
got DS versions. The Wii, you got on Modern Warfare 2. The PSP,
Yeah.
you got one Call of Duty game. It was a spin-off from Call of Duty 3 back when the series was even earlier popular. But
Yeah.
the successor to the previous, it got no such
Yeah.
thing called a Call of Duty.
I had the chunky Wii. I didn't have the DS Lite.
Easy and cheap to produce if they didn't skip a single beat. I mean, they all came out the exact same day as the console versions. Like, they were serious.
Exact same.
Well, now I can finally
What
say
did they
I played
expect?
two versions of Call of Duty 4, file through these, and take them on a test drive. So all the Call of Duty games for the DS were developed by N-Space. You
Never heard
know
of
them for Geist, right? Please respond.
What?
They were
I'm here to get you out.
Of making first-person shooters.
I remember playing that game
You
on
wanted an FPS on
Xbox.
the DS. You called N-Space. Their phones must
There's
have been going
a
up
cat
on
here
the
touching my ankle.
So Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is pretty much a bizarro take on the console versions. It has similar beats, but it kind of does its own thing.
Child, come here.
They could have at least taken the story from the console versions. They could have taken a lot from the console versions. They decided to make their own version of Call of Duty. Yeah, the Call of Duty DS developers. Those guys have to I gotta hand it to them. But that's only because
does.
That's really the most of being on a console.
I don't even.
Things are relatively easy to decipher.
I didn't even know they made this. Why?
But that's just how it goes. How do you play a first-person shooter
On a DS. I mean, a Wii it kind of makes sense, but like.
You can't play Call of Duty without a D-pad. This is how things are working. Move with
Yeah.
the D-pad, aim with the touchscreen.
He's gonna buy
The shoulder
that
button,
now.
if you have no clue what this means, this thing to right.
A stylus.
That's what
oh,
I do.
left-handed. Good luck.
This control scheme isn't the worst. Like, for what it is, it's fine. It works.
What the
But it's a
hell
control
is
scheme
happening?
created out of
I don't
limitations.
even
Nobody says,
understand.
this is great.
Oh yeah,
I feel like
I'm a
taking
digital
notes.
projection
That's
inside your own
about
severed
Modern
head. Don't worry
Warfare on
about
the
it.
DS. It works.
It's like
That's about
PictoChat.
They have these puzzles
It
with
worked.
touch
Puzzles.
design, like it's time to disarm a bomb. Did you bring your DS stylus?
I hope
honestly
you
kinda
did.
Like
Don't they
these
like?
things. I got a little bummed out when I finished one
even
because I meant I
use-
had to play the game. Other than that, I gotta be honest.
Oh, he's
I'm really
looking at me
skeptical
angry.
to say at this point. I fell through the floor and gave up 40 minutes in. This is the kind of game that's
Oh,
fine,
dude,
but you just feel like a fucking loser for playing. But they photoshopped the screenshots on the back. This is not what the game looks like. Well, hopefully,
Yeah,
World of
was that like the
Warcraft
press, like the press photos?
This
or?
is the same game. Literally, I really can't tell the difference between these two. Is that bad? Listen, I'm
Yeah, that
maybe
is
known
bad.
as the
That's
resident
real bad.
doesn't really play Call of Duty player, but I can at least generally tell the difference between the games, and I would probably assume this was World at War. But if you told me
yeah,
this was the
I mean,
bonus
the
jungle
setting,
stage in Modern
the
Warfare 3,
scene.
I would nod my head like crazy. We now have landmine disarming mini games on the touchscreen.
Okay,
I
that's
wish
actually
they'd
kinda
make more
cool.
Use of the DS's microphone. I always wanted to disarm a bomb by yelling at it. So
But
Modern
you
Warfare
yell
featured
at it,
local
though?
multiplayer for you to play with all your friends on the bus, but no
Yeah.
online. World of War fixes that problem gracefully.
He's loafing so hard right now.
You gotta be kidding.
It's a good
You
loaf.
might want to be sitting for this, but World of War DS doesn't work online anymore. Well, my weekends.
Anymore?
Next year, N-Space returned with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
$20?
Scratch that. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Mobile.
was it on
Listen,
release?
I get putting a subtitle on it because this is a separate entity from the actual Modern Warfare 2, but why drop the 2? Well, online
Yeah, why drop
multiplayer's
the
back.
2?
Is it
Why
gonna
have
be
another
online?
Modern Warfare?
Give me a B. Give me an old bullshit. I do have to say, the games do improve as time goes on. It's obvious N-Space is really getting a knack for putting large-scale first-person shooters on the DS. The only problem is, they're on the DS.
Yeah, the
games
DS can
consistently
only do
keep
so
running
much.
better. They look better. AI and design keeps improving. It's really nice to see, but...
Hey, that's the one I had. Right.
This one is represented by this guy as you can see he's a shooter. No one's glad about it.
Frank them now. You think it was
Well, I've had it cash card for about a year.
a what?
Computer with a USB cable. I can play my serious games here, but on a computer screen. No, that's it. You know, actually... Well, it's not working.
Why? Why did it break?
I just don't like doing it.
Oh no. On a Mac. What's this?
Sitting there going, bitch, that son of a bitch. Call of Duty World at War on the DS.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody called Stalin existed. I heard he was pretty bad. I gave Call of Duty games to the save a spot for you down there.
Hi,
Playing
Cat.
these games on a computer is bullshit. The simulation of the
On the armor bearer.
You have to do this the entire time to aim. It's hard. It feels like this is the only way you can control it. But with moving forward, they give you
What?
the option to use the D-pad to move, and the
That's so wrong. I guess you
get
get used to it.
Have fun to the analog sticks and bam. You can play Black Ops DS like
On a
regular
controller.
Call of Duty.
Why?
I still feel like a fucking loser playing this. Yes, Black Ops is a bit more on the playable side of things on an emulator, and even on a normal DS, it's definitely the best one so far. When you move on to Modern Warfare 3,
Defiance.
Okay, I
Why?
gotta ask, so these two, you had subtitles. This one, you took out the number, and then this one, you brought it back. Why didn't any journalists ask Activision about the point of that? Also,
why did it say
what kind of a logo
T25?
title screen is this? But, yeah, it's probably the best one of the bunch. I don't know.
Of course.
The Call of Duty
Tomorrow
games
for
on
3.
DS are totally worthless now. Not in terms of monetary value, but more so in terms of what you get out of them. If anything at all, they're incredibly interesting parts of the Nintendo DS library. I'm not trying to downplay any of N-Space's accomplishments with these titles. It's seriously impressive they could create a Call of Duty experience 5 times in a row without skipping
like some of the best Call of Duty games
they
ever.
They legitimately did the best they really could with the DS hardware. The fact they got full-blown original campaigns with voice acting and online/local multiplayer on most. It shows they really cared.
On a
This wasn't
DS.
some throwaway product to simply get Call of Duty
On
the
release.
DS. This was really about supplying DS owners with legitimate first-person shooters.
I wonder
Back in
why.
the day, I'd say these were solid pickups for DS
Like,
fans if you wanted a first-person shooter on the go or just
Whose
wanted
idea
more Call
was
of
it?
Duty.
Was it
These
Nintendo?
weren't bad at all. Now the
Was it
problem is it's
Activision?
2019 and there is no reason to play these other than for novelty purposes. They aren't fun or interesting on their own to warrant picking them up. The only reason you'd ever want to play these now is because, haha, it's Call of Duty on the DS. This must be
for the
terrible.
meme.
You then play it and go, oh god, that
I
wasn't
expected
bad
worse.
at all. That was just depressingly okay. I wish I could say more about these games, but to be honest, play an hour of one of these games, you've played the entirety of them all. There's no real reason to play these today other than for novelty purposes, and even then, none of these games are so bad or good or all too interesting, to be honest. However, these games bring me back to a wonderful time where developers wanted to put games like Call of Duty on hardware that had absolutely no business running it. It's honestly astonishing to get games like this to run on the DS. The visuals and sound are pretty bad by today's standards, but for the DS, they are fantastic.
The DS.
The controls work.
My
and
DS
these
was
games
always
have quite a
muted.
bit to them.
Always.
But I'll be dead in the grave if somebody ever catches me playing Call of Duty on the DS. Oh, the past 9 minutes? No, of course I wasn't playing Call of Duty on the DS. I was just scratching two brownies with a toothpick. Why would I be playing Call of Duty on the DS?
attack
I would look like
the
an idiot.
Oh, I guess that's less embarrassing. Oh, Lord. So Call of Duty on the Nintendo DS. Child, can you please not try to destroy everything that's going on here? Cool? Cool. He's very orange. No. He's trying. He's on a shelf of my bookshelf because I have an L-shaped desk. No, he's about to jump in my lap. He's... Ah! No! Okay. I just
Thanks for getting me out of there.
He just jumped and then immediately tried to jump onto the arm of my desk or arm of my chair onto my desk, walk over my keyboard, in between the microphone and my keyboard without stepping on the microphone and canceling the recording or bumping to the microphone and breaking it.
Are messed
Orange cats.
We
it's
tried
like having
joining
two
them
cats
and all
in
they
one.
did was murder
Really hope
and
you enjoyed this
torture
video.
us.
Let me know the
In
next
that
Scott the Wise
order.
video should be. I'll be reading your comments. That's how I knew about this video existing. He's actually uploading a lot of videos right now, and they're really long videos as well, and they seem to be doing pretty well. So hopefully Scott is still putting out amazing content, and hopefully everything's going well for him and whatnot. Shout out to the patrons who could do this if it wasn't for them. I look forward to reading your comments. I hope you're subscribed as we approach 100,000 subscribers. But until next week, take care.
Here.
Cue the music.
I nabbed this crazy gun while we were in that never-ending digital hell prison. You can have it. It's all yours.
Well, this is awkward.
Come on. I mean, I always wanted more me time, right? This is perfect. I get to hang with my favorite person.
I mean, are you me or am I you?
Whoa.
Mind blown, right? And I'm like 80% mind right now.
Do I need to, like, feed you or whatever?
I think whatever this stuff I'm floating in is keeping me going. I don't even have a digestive system anymore.
Some of these I've never even heard of. Most of these I haven't even heard on.
How about you just drip some gravy in here for me?
You're living the dream!
Maybe getting connected to a torture device for a simulated eternity of unspeakable horrors wasn't such a bad deal after all.
Yeah, high five!
Dude, not cool.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I mean, I don't think I ever went into the Wii shop. generic intro in the That Goes movie. Back when I was Scott the Waz video. Today we're doing a video which was the most liked comment on my last Got the Walls video, which was Call of Duty games on the Nintendo DS. Leave my reaction to that right up there. Also link down below in the description, and possibly in a place of my channel if I ever make a Scott the Walls playlist, because I kind of enjoy these videos and I actually learn a lot about them. But this was the most liked comment on this video. It is the Wii, underpowered yet underrated. I actually had a Wii growing up. It's actually how I used to watch Netflix. Fun fact, back when I had Netflix in like 2008, 2009, I want to say, way back in the day. But this is gonna be a great video because it was most liked on the last video, which I read every single one of your comments, so leave them down below. Also shout out to the patrons because they get the videos day early, and a lot of time on my Patreon channel could not do this if it was not for them. $3 a month get you all my reaction videos a day early, so thank you so much to the patrons. And even if you're not a patron, thank you so much for being here and watching, clicking the video and watching the video. I appreciate it so much. I read every single one of your comments, so leave them down below. But let's go ahead and jump into the Wii, underpowered yet underrated. All right. I mean, the Wii. And, okay, what my grandfather always said was going to happen.
One of the more polarizing game consoles of the release. You could say it was nothing more than just a virtual bowling dust collector. And while that may be true, I personally believe that while it was very flawed,
I think my parents still have it.
Heavily underrated.
The Nintendo Wii,
I mean, it could run Call of Duty, so like.
Console. I say that because, well, everybody likes a hearty dose of piss on this console at all times.
Why?
Let's be honest, everybody's had a super
It can play
perfect
GameCube
experience one time or
games.
another on this thing. People like to dog on this poor guy for a multitude of reasons, many being totally warranted. The
Like
Wii
what?
was completely underpowered compared to its competition, the PS3 and Xbox 360.
But it didn't.
was basically
It wasn't
just another game.
the same.
The Wii was home to 90% shovelware, just games that were hot trash that stained clearance bins for ages. The Wii's Online Blue, the Wii's motion controls were Gimmick Fest 2006. I mean, these are all definite problems, but I really like the Wii.
I mean, based on a lot of the comments, people really like the Call of Duty games
The
because it
design
felt
of this
like
bad boy is stellar. The Wii is one of the nicest looking game consoles out there.
It's also.
It's incredibly small, compact, and it was so solid they had to include a stand with every purchase just to give the thing that much more class.
Yeah.
The disc would illuminate a blue
Nowadays,
light whenever an update for the system was available.
a console
which was hard and annoying, but it's
from
totally
anybody
forgiving
would
for
be like
holding around the block
expensive.
and has GameCube backwards compatibility.